Hello, everyone. Hello, hello. Um, Let us do the Escoffier story quest, right? I think that is what I said we're gonna doing. Yeah, I'm excited. I am excited. Let me stop the music real quick. There we go. Did I do my dailies? Did I do my dailies today? Hold on. Gotta clear this notification real quick. Cleared. Okay. Did I do my dailies? I did not. Um, have like 2 hours. Hopefully, doing the Escoffier story quest will get me my dailies. Okay, okay. Let us begin. Focus mode always. Hotel de Boer. Debor? Debor? The hotel.
This is a day in
Okay. Where are you? Right here. Don't L me. L from, you know what? L from hit show Death Note? What did Paimon say? Well, I don't care. It's Paimon. Listen. I'm gonna grind it before the next drop, before the next banner.
Get lost, Monica! I don't want to see you back here until you're ready to wake up and start doing things properly! Right now, you're a disgrace to my kitchen and to the Hotel de Boer name!
It was an accident.
I'm sorry, did you hear me asking for excuses?
Hello, hello.
No, I'll do better, I promise.
Listen, I'll do them like as soon as I'm done with the DV homework. Hi, Couch, welcome in. As soon as I'm done with the DV homework, I'm gonna do all of the story quests.
Wait!
Huh? Who do you think you are telling me? Wait a sec. Navia? So, you're bringing backup now. Suit yourself! You're still wasting your time!
That's the one she notices first, not the traveler standing next to Navia.
Savannah, is this how you always treat your
Although,
staff?
I mean, I guess that's fair.
My
She's probably
staff is right. I'm the one in charge here
she's
now.
probably more used to
And last time I
seeing
checked,
Navia around.
Hotel de Boer doesn't take orders from the Spina di Rosula.
Of course. How you run your kitchen is none of our business. But when a member of your staff is so overworked he becomes gravely ill, that most definitely is our business.
Yeah.
To stand up for him, whether you like it or not.
Hello, Anne. Long time no
I've said it
see.
before, and I'll say it again. If Vermont can't handle
We're
the job,
doing
then
the
tough
story
luck.
quest
There
for
are plenty of other capable
French
people
Gordon
up there
Ramsay.
instead.
But Philmont can do the job, he just...
Monica, back inside, now!
Huh? But you said I shouldn't come back until...
Just do as you're told, and not another word out of you. Come on, we have work to do.
Ugh. I want to... Man, I want to
Sorry.
slap this bitch.
Looks like I've dragged you into some drama again.
Well, there is a lot of content. But the longer you wait, the more content there will be. So the sooner the better.
Ever since she took
You
the
should
job,
play.
she's been enforcing a brutal
And you
work regime.
should totally
Putting a huge
play
amount of
on
pressure on her
EU
staff.
server
One guy
and
was
not
so
the NA
overworked,
server.
He collapsed from illness. He's been bedridden for days, and he can barely even talk properly.
I'm sorry. It's all my fault. I don't deserve to be a chef.
At his family's request, the Spina di Rosula is trying to mediate on his behalf. We're not exactly making a ton of progress, as you saw. Savannah is adamant that for Ma's exhaustion
Yeah, none of
and
us can
illness
afford to play
had nothing
gacha
to do
game, and
with
yet
her
here we
or how
are.
she's been
So,
running her
you know.
kitchen. She's refusing to have any kind of meaningful dialogue with us. Our next thought was to talk to the other chefs at the restaurant and get a better idea of their working conditions. But with Savannah watching them like a hawk,
What do you
no one has been
mean?
willing to open
I'm
up.
innocent.
And that's why I'm here, doing it the old-fashioned way. Camping out, watching, and waiting for an opportunity.
Oh, shoot! It all makes sense now.
Yeah, the outfits are really cool.
Sorry.
There's so many characters that I want to cosplay from Genshin.
Did Paimon ruin everything?
Oh, no, not at all, Paimon. Honestly, the way she was laying into Monica, someone had to step in. I'm sure I would have piped up if you hadn't. And besides, I don't really think I'm built for espionage.
Either way, Savannah's seen you now, so you probably won't get another chance.
Yeah, meaning
Witness
it's gonna
you?
be all
Why
the
are
more
we-
difficult to get the inside scoop now.
Oh,
Well,
this one?
I
Navia?
might as well head back to the Fleuve Cendre then. We'll need to come up with a whole new game plan.
Or wait, no, black and...
Paimon will
No,
join
black blue? What?
'cause
No, that's
this
not
is
Navia. Black
kinda all
blue...
Paimon's fault.
There are many in blues and blacks. Are you talking... Hold on. I'll show you in a
Guys,
second.
It's fine. You don't need to worry about it. That said, if you were planning to visit the Fleuve Cendre anyway, let me take you out for a meal. I'll make sure it's a proper feast. A really famous
I'll show you
chef
the
just joined
characters
the
once we
Spina
go
di
through this
Rosula's
cutscene.
tavern. Her name is...
Sorry to interrupt.
Oh, I'm blocking the
I just wanted to
text.
apologize for the scene you witnessed just now. We shouldn't subject our customers to that. This is a small token from us. It's some candy from Monica. She asked me to make sure it was delivered into your hands.
Monica's the one
Do not
apologizing?
overdose me with water. There's a 5-minute time
Savannah is the
cooldown
one
for
who owes
that,
an
anyway.
apology.
Our head chef has been a little highly strung lately. Sorry for everything.
All right. Since there's candy, Paimon will drop it.
Come on, I just started.
Thank you for understanding.
It's time
We'll
to get
make
wet.
sure to pass your feedback on to Miss Savannah.
Forgot about the TTS.
A little highly strung, huh?
I drank. I hydrated. I made my throat wet. Wait. Okay,
Clawseed says it's time to stretch.
alright. Looks like with Savannah in the kitchen, even the waiting staff are on edge. Alright,
Paimon doesn't get it.
I
How
stretch.
does someone like her even become head chef?
I'm stretching.
Well, according to
See, can you
Fema's
hear me? I'm
family,
farther away
she
from the mic now.
hasn't always been like this. But that's a story for another time. Let's try this candy.
Not dance. That's not a redeem option. Maybe once I have my standing desk working again, I'm gonna have a redeem for standing up or sitting down. Yes. Never underestimate Navia's affinity for sweets. True.
Oh, Paimon totally gets it. Come on, dig in. Huh? Hold on, there's something written on the wrapper. Find Escoffier.
Roll credits. There we go. And now we take a gander.
Escoffier? Could this mean...
Huh? You know that name, Navia?
Yeah. Let's stick to the plan and go back to the Fleuve Cendre for now. That's where we'll find Escoffier anyway.
So, this one, this character that I run, she's not technically a Fontaine character, but she's wearing her Fontaine outfit. But, are you talking about this one, Ian? The black and blue one? Or perhaps... Character archive. Oh, is pre-rolls running? Is this where I take a 3-minute break to run 3-minute ads and then come back to disable pre-rolls? That's why I don't go. What? I mean, okay, wait. Then who's the? Hold on. Green characters, yes. There are so many greens. You might like. You might like her. You might also like. Let's see. Her. She's very green. Yeah, she's very green. Do I have her on the right wings? I do. Let's see, who else is green? You're not that green. You're not that green. You're not that green. So really just Emily. Yeah. Let's see. Who are all the Fontaine characters? Can I filter by region? Element? There's no filter for region? Come on, Hoyo. That's so dumb. That's so stupid. Okay. So that's not Fontaine. Oh, are you talking about Cloran? Maybe? She's not out yet. She hasn't rerun. Last banner was a while ago for Emily. For her. She just reran recently. Let's see. Where is Navia? She also reran recently. He reran recently. Claus lost like what, twice? 4 times? A number of times to him. Yeah, he's a pretty man. Look at him. Fancy man. Can we hear his voice from here? No, right? But he's voiced by Ray Chase. He has such a nice voice. He's another Fontaine character. I have him. Although, okay, so I still haven't built him yet. I still haven't built my Risley yet. What level is my Risley? Let's see. He's still level 50. This is embarrassing. He's still level 50. Okay, let me switch back my party to my main party. Listen, 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 listen. 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 Listen, 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 listen. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. After Risley came out,
A blade
who came out after
embraces
Risley?
as a jeweler cherishes their gems.
Hold on, hold on, hold on. Let me defend myself. Who was right after Risley? Who came out after Risley? It was Navia. Or not Navia, it was Cloran. And I wanted to build Cloran a little bit. But not really. I just kind of built them enough to for Imaginarium Theater. And then Varesa came out. And then before Varesa, it was Shanha. Like, I haven't had time to build. I haven't... Listen. Well, I mean, I didn't pull Varesa to build her. I pulled Varesa because I wanted her. But in my defense, Shana has 90. Shana has level 90 and 199. And then Escoffier is 90 and 187. I don't have boss materials for her. Farina is 198. Sitlali I also built now, 199. Don't have materials to level. I mean, I do, but I'm kind of hoarding it. I'll level her if I need her to be 90, but I already have the ascension bonus anyway. Build your Zhongli, please. Okay. Listen. The problem with him is this. I don't like fighting this guy.
But where are those who
Um,
share the memory?
I know. Okay, before the chronicled banner, I'll build my characters. Because I don't need, do I need materials for Kokomi? So I have materials for Kokomi, so I don't need to build. I don't need to farm for Kokomi, so I'll farm for Zhongli instead. Are you serious?
It's time to get wet.
Were you waiting? Were you waiting for the cooldown?
But where are those who share the memory?
You guys can't do this. You guys are awful. Anyways, I'm continuing with the story quest. Where am I going? Oh, right there.
So, who is this?
Let me move
Escoffier,
me
anyway?
to the left.
Well, for starters, she used to be the head chef at the Hotel de Bourg, before Savannah. She recreated the legendary Gâteau de Bourg and restored the restaurant back to its former glory. Safe to say, she's the most renowned head chef in the Hotel de Bourg's history, after the culinary genius Modeste himself.
Gâteau de Bourg. That's the super exclusive cake that they only sell a few slices a day, right? Wow. Why the heck would she let Savannah take her place?
You're like,
Well,
listen.
apparently, the Hotel de Bourg was reported for a safety incident. Someone claims that the kitchen was adding an illegal substance to their menu. None of the chefs had any idea how it could have gotten into the food. In the end, Escoffier decided that as head chef, she should take responsibility, and she was sent to the fortress of Meripede.
The Fortress of Meripede?
Listen, no, I have a defense. I'm busy with DDV homework. Yeah, that's my defense. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. What do you mean that you don't? I am busy with DDV homework. Do we want to stream my task list? we can stream my task list. What do you mean, all right, buddy? Hold on. Hold on. Why are you guys turning against me? Oh, don't be so dramatic. It was probably just a formality, or oh no, it's the same. Okay, genuinely, you know what I hate from Genshin? Is when they do like multiple options like this. Sometimes it's like actually two different dialogue options, but sometimes it's just like the same option just split in two, but I don't get like sometimes it's hard to tell because sometimes it's not separated by the dot by the ellipses. I just got curious and looked it up, and you share a birthday with Sinyan. I don't know if that's a cool person or not. She's very cool. Every time you're on this game, your eyes not building your characters. Okay, listen. Building characters is not fun for me. Mods get him. You can't ban the streamer.
Well, you're right. The quantity of the substance they found was fairly minimal. Even the
Sinyan is
guards believe the
spooky.
whole
Yep.
thing was probably just an accident. Escoffier didn't have to stay in the fortress for long,
We
but
can't.
still,
Twitch can't.
by the time she returned,
Listen.
head chef had already
Listen.
passed to Savannah.
So that's what happened.
What if I skip
That
Paimon
makes
lines?
it really unfair.
Even though Escoffier is no longer head chef at the hotel, she's still well respected by the staff. So
Yeah, I'm gonna skip Paimon
guessing
lines.
what Monica wants is for us to convince Escoffier to try and negotiate with Savannah on the staff's behalf.
Sorry, Paiman, I don't want your lines.
Well, about that.
Pause. Do I look fine, mirrored?
Cream of mushroom soup was ready to serve after 3.5 minutes on the stove.
I think I look fine, mirrored. What do you
You'd
think,
have had more sense serving hot
dearest
water with ice
artist?
cubes. At least then you wouldn't have wasted all this
Okay.
perfectly good cream and mushroom. What do you say, Hilaire?
I'm sorry, Cream. I'm sorry, Mushroom.
As you can see,
Cool.
Escoffier is that kind of chef as well.
Man, they really made a French Gordon Ramsay.
You have to leave it on the heat for long enough to allow those flavors the chance to come out. Don't be fooled by the aroma when the water first starts to boil. Got it?
Yes, Chef.
Then go back and do it again. The customers are still waiting. Remember where you went wrong and don't repeat the same mistake twice.
Is it just me,
yes, chef.
or is her voice also like very essy? That's not a child?
Excuse us, we're...
Waiting to be served? Sorry, we're pretty busy. I'm afraid you have to join the line.
Oh, no, we're not
Is this?
So
Oh,
you're
yeah.
not paying customers. Then I'm afraid the wait will be even longer.
It's hard to talk to Escoffier when she's in the zone. Let's take a seat.
Yeah, the
We
voice
can
is
catch up
not
while we wait.
a child voice. Escoffier's video is genuinely not great though, to be honest. You're going to notice her accent going in and out the entire time. Okay, good to know. I will curb my expectations.
Looks like the rush hour's
I'm on,
finally over.
please, let me skip.
Is it always...
These
Thank you.
days, yes. I'd say business has tripled since Escoffier joined as temporary head chef. Well, in her words, the Hotel de Boer doesn't need her anymore. It doesn't look like she's got any plans to go back.
What?
I guess I'll be heading off then.
Wait, take these home with you. We can't serve them now, and there's no sense in letting them go to waste.
Oh,
Oh,
that was like the
you,
second
Chef.
line she said, and I already noticed her
For what? Like I
Her
said, I just
voice
don't want
or
them
her
going to
accent.
waste. Oh, and tell Fiamma to get well soon, so you're not running yourself ragged every single shift.
Firmont. That's the second...
He's the chef that fell ill from stress. Hilaire is his son. And with Mom stuck at home taking care of
Navi,
Dad,
on the other
he
hand,
decided
is
to
as
pick up some
class as
work to
ever.
help pay the bills.
You're just
Escoffier
biased.
knows their situation, so she's been making some extra food every day for him to take home.
I mean, you're
I heard
right,
that,
but also,
Navia.
you're just biased.
I've told you before, no one's making extra food. Hilaire is making blunders in the kitchen, and I can't serve his failed dishes, so he might as well take them home.
Yeah, failed dishes that just so happen to be nutritionally complete every single time.
So, you two must be the world-famous travel.
So she knows about us.
Paimon, yes? Is there something I can help you with?
Oh, so you know us already. We'll skip the introduction then. We're here to talk about...
Since Hilaire is working for you, you must be aware of the situation with Savannah.
Oh, I certainly am.
Yeah,
The Spina's
okay.
headquarters are right next
She
to
is
the
good.
tavern. And I've lost count of the number of times Navi has come to pester me about it. But I don't work for the Hotel de Boer anymore. And being ex-head chef doesn't give me the right to interfere with that business.
Hold on, pausing that. There, that line, I can tell. One, her accent went out, and she picked a different accent. Two, I can tell that was a different recording session, because the mixing is all off compared to the previous one. Right. And the mixing is completely different. Why is it not consistent? Hoyo, you are a multi-million-dollar company. Please. make the mixing to your voice lines be consistent. That's always my number one complaint. At least with like the newer content, the mixing is so all over the place.
Besides, I'm the one who persuaded Savannah to take the job in the first place.
What?
Well, she was a much gentler person back then. A little timid, even. She wasn't at all confident that she was the right fit for the role.
What is going on with her?
That's hard to believe. Are we definitely
Okay,
talking
hold on. I
about
gotta
the
Google
same
something.
Savannah here?
Honestly, I do wonder if she's just emulating me. I mean, I'm not the most pleasant head chef to be around either.
Emily Cass is her VA. What was Oh. I see. Okay, so I went to her behind the voice actor page. It's not updated. Genshin isn't even on it yet. Her only credit right now on the page is only Wuthering Waves or Lumi. Robin and or Couch, you guys know who that is? Lumi. 1 second. Let me look up the spelling again real quick. Her okay, Lumi. So the VA for Escoffier, she's pretty new to the industry, I think, because her only other role that I can find is in Wuthering Waves, and it's for Lumi. Lumi. Like in her behind the voice actor page, Genshin isn't even listed yet. And for her IMDb, Wuthering Waves, Aether, Gazer, Kavina, which is a short, the can, which is I don't know what it is. I think also a short. No, not Paimon. Little yeah. Well, okay. I guess it makes sense. This is like pretty early in her career. That's cool though, landing a Genshin gig pretty early in your career like this. Man. Man. I wouldn't be opposed to that. I did not get the Paimon joke, no. What do you mean? What? Huh? What's happening? The rat? What? What's happening? Listen, you get on stream and try to pay attention to everything. You guys know how it is. The moment OBS is... Yes, Lumi's a rat. Yes. Yes. Oh, okay. Okay. I get it now. Okay. Anyways, listen. Listen. No, it's not a clausy moment if OBS is running. It's a streamer moment. So vacation. Listen. OBS is running, so it's not a Clausy moment, it's a streamer moment.
Anyway, suffice to say that given the history between us, it'll be tricky for me
Because-
to tell her she's doing her job wrong.
Why am I
without
catching
coming
stress?
across like a
Because-
huge hypocrite.
I don't know. You just have to, legally.
Fiamar and the others probably think that Savannah gets it all from
Was that
me.
her staff or her tail?
I wouldn't be so sure about that, Escoffier. Look at this note we got from
Tail?
Monica.
What? Why is her
She
tail like
mentioned
that?
Me. Whatever shortcomings you feel you have, it looks like Monica still trusts you. As for the others, well, how can you know what they think unless you ask them?
I forgot DDV emotes are alive.
Monica.
Not gonna lie.
Plus,
I thought it was still in the
it's not like
review.
we're asking you to storm in there and raise hell. We're
Don't
only
get
in
me
the
started on
initial
this
phase of
design.
our
Yeah.
investigation. All we're trying to do is get the other chefs to open up to us.
Oh,
Yeah. What is
Oh,
with her design,
Monica.
honestly?
Escoffier?
Monica?
I can't
From hit
believe
show
her. Powdered
Friends?
sugar is supposed to be applied sparingly. Look at all that on the wrapper. It's thicker than the sole of my shoe.
Yeah, very Claude.
I won't
So
stand for this.
Claude.
She has to learn. Come on, we're going.
Wait,
Going to
so
hit
now
you in
she's-
the show. Well, whatever the reason she came up with, at least she's convinced herself to go ahead and to have a conversation.
Let's go catch up to her.
No!
We don't want to keep
No.
her waiting.
It's time to get wet.
Stop making me wet. I hate that. I hate saying that. Nope, dropping that bit. Also, yes, so very Claude. Totally not only wearing an apron to the kitchen. Like, what the fuck is this? Like, would you work in a kitchen like this? She's not wearing pants. I should not check on stream. I should not check on stream. Do not want to get banned over Genshin Impact. You know, someone got banned showing the teaser for the new Zenless Zone Zero character. Like, they showed the teaser for the new Zenless Zone Zero character, and they got banned for nudity and sexual content on Twitch and on YouTube. But the official teaser from Hoyo's channel is still up. Isn't that insane? If you show it as an independent creator, you get banned for TOS. But like the official content is still up. It's giving when a housemate didn't realize boob tape wasn't supposed to replace a bra, but it's the Genshin character's outfit all the time. What? What? Girl, what? Anyways. Formal dress and a lot of boob tape. I mean, what a formal dress, I
She looks like-
kinda understand.
Escoffier?
Escoffier's back? Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, Couch, you and I are on the same page
Hotel
here.
is nothing without her. You can't match
Well-
Escoffier's talent.
Okay, Cerberus. Just letting him flop around. Some formal dress are supportive on its own though. Some. And with those, like, you can get by on just boob tape depending on your size. Why are we talking about this?
I'm sorry.
Oh, right, because of
I'm so
Escoffier
sorry.
and Escoffier's design. I have to run as Lumine? I can't run as Ayaka?
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I messed up your order.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far.
Pensive.
Maybe the taste is a little off, but if you hadn't brought
We
it
should
up,
add the
I
pensive
would've
as
noticed.
BTTV emote.
But
Or wait, don't we have pensive?
please, you have to forgive me, or Chef is gonna. Okay.
Isn't pensive just default?
I know. I'll kneel before you.
What the heck?
Oh my,
Get up, Monica!
I think we do.
Can't you see that you're just making your customer feel more awkward?
Escoffier?
Hold on.
If you want forgiveness, then do what any self-respecting chef would do. Make the dish again. And this time, get it right. You cannot go begging your customers to feel sorry for you.
Pensive is universal because it's just the default emoji. I don't know how to use it. I don't know how to start it. I don't have the emote picker.
Go back into the kitchen. I can't do the dish over.
That's some backwards logic. How can you fix your mistake without being allowed to cook? If this is what Fermat had to put up with, then no wonder.
Oh,
he had to break
the
down.
pensive
We
specs is
apologize
only for
for interrupting
Discord.
your meal,
I
sir.
think Twitch uses a different shortcode for it.
It's fine. With my layman's palate, it's not like I can tell the difference anyway. I was actually quite enjoying my meal until she appeared out of nowhere and started apologizing.
You just type it like that on instinct,
Gave me a bit
yeah.
of a fright, to be honest.
Oh, well, it's because
That's
Chef
fair.
Savannah tasted a bit of the leftover soup from my pot and then threw me out of the kitchen.
Gosh, that's pretty strict. Has she always been that way? I don't recall things being like this when Escoffier was head chef here. I gotta say, you're all looking a little worse for wear these days.
I mean, Escoffier was strict too, but I think the difference is that her criticism was more constructive, so you knew what you did wrong and how to improve, and we all knew that it came from a good place. Chef Escoffier was hard on us because she truly wanted us to reach her level. But these days, whenever we make a mistake,
Does she not
we just
realize
get
that
told
Escoffier is
to
literally right
wake
there?
up, get your head in the game, or just do it again. And it's only gotten worse since word got out that Chef Escoffier had started working again in the Fleuve Cendre.
Monica, you don't need to call me chef. I'm not the boss here anymore.
Yeah, but through no
Oh no,
fault
she
of
does
your own,
realize.
what happened back then, that wasn't on you, and all of us know that.
Okay,
That
so what
banquet
happened?
was a huge event, and so many staff were involved every step of the way. With so many moving parts, there's no way of knowing how that lumiline ended up in the food we served.
Lumeline? What's that?
A new drug from the Fontaine Research Institute.
One of the wordiest
Produced from an
in Quest,
extract
yeah.
of lumitol.
I can tell
Apparently
already.
it sharpens the senses, so they used it to treat people with impaired responses to stimuli.
Oh, yeah, I've heard about that. They found out you can use it as a flavor enhancer since it stimulates the taste buds. Makes things pretty addictive.
They
So,
also
like-
found that overuse can
Oh
have
no, so
mood-altering
not
effects and even lead to nerve damage.
not
So it
like
quickly ended up
what's
on
the thing I'm
guard's
linking
list
of?
of controlled substances.
Grimace Shake and Genshin before
Unfortunately,
GTA.
However, some food products containing the additive had already made it to the market by the time the guards banned it from the restaurant industry.
What is it called?
Everyone knows that in
What was I
all
thinking of?
likelihood,
It's gonna
someone
bother
probably
me.
just purchased a batch of contaminated ingredients by mistake. But you took all the blame. We all know why. You just didn't want to see this turn into a place where tensions are
Hold on.
constantly running high.
It's not GMO. I'm not
Because
thinking of
everyone's
GMO.
suspicious of each
What am I
other all
thinking
the
of?
time. And now look at you. A fry chef in the
That's like
Fleuve
something that's like
Cendre.
salt
Oh,
looking but
what are you
not salt.
trying to say?
And it's like a flavor
Sure, this
enhancer.
famous
What is it
tavern is
called?
no Hotel
Damn, why am I
d'Or,
forgetting
but
this?
Come on, it's not that bad, is it?
Oh, the Fleuve Cendre, you say? Great.
It's like in a lot of Asian
That's what I'm
dish.
downing from now on.
Or like a lot of Asian
Monica,
restaurant
I'm
cooking.
very happy with my current job. And there's no changing the past. We just have to let bygones be bygones. Besides, at the end of the day, I was the head chef, regardless of whose mistake
Ugh.
it was. Ultimately,
I'm
the
giving it up. I don't think I'm
responsibility
ever gonna remember.
If
Not right now,
only
anyway.
Savannah was half the boss you were.
I'm sorry? Do you have a problem with my conduct as head chef?
No, no, chef.
So, you do remember who's boss.
Man,
Escoffier?
what a bitch.
I thought you'd left this place for good. What are you doing back here?
What happened to you, Savannah? Why are you acting like this? When I turned this place over to you,
You made me the head chef and gave up your right to tell me how to do my job. You're not the boss here anymore, so stop acting like you own the place.
Oh my
Whoa.
god. So
Sounds like someone has a chip on her shoulder.
her head got big, huh?
Oh, Savannah! My
Ooh,
God,
punch
have
her,
you grown
punch
a
her,
temper
punch her,
since I
punch her.
last saw you? Have you put even half the amount of energy into improving your cooking skills, or are you still using the Pluie Lotus as an off-brand marcotte, thinking no one can tell the difference?
That's none of your business!
Get her ass.
What happened to not storming in and raising hell?
Ho ho! I was not expecting to see something this spicy as soon as Escoffier returned.
What in the French accent?
Aye, miladies. Might I make a humble suggestion? Given that we have ourselves a tete-a-tete between chefs at the Hôtel de Bord, I dare say it would be de rigueur to settle this the traditional way.
Oh my god.
The traditional way? That can only mean one thing.
Sounds like we're in for a history lesson.
That's right. I'm talking, of course, about the tradition established by Modeste himself. The cooking contest!
According
How
to
is that a
legend,
history
the
lesson?
founders of Hôtel de Bord, Modeste and Savelli, used this method to resolve all of their disputes. Everything from petty arguments over next week's menu to disagreements over the strategic direction of the restaurant. The cooking contest would
Okay,
decide
fair,
who
I
had the
suppose
final
that is
say.
a history lesson a little bit.
Huh. Sounds like they had a lot of free time on their hands.
Ah, well, it might sound that way to us. But in fact, the cooking contest played an enormous role in motivating chefs to hone their skills, reaching new heights of excellence in the culinary arts. And indeed, the reintroduction of this institution in recent years has surely been instrumental in transforming the Hôtel de Bord into the
Okay.
top-ranking restaurant in Fontaine.
Reintroduction? Someone brought it back? Who?
What say you, Escoffier? Surely you of all people won't back down from this challenge. It was you who put the rule in place after all.
That's so. There's your answer, Paimon. Yeah, that makes sense.
Sure, I reinstated it, but I'm not a chef. at
Okay,
Hotel de
different
Bord
accent
anymore.
again.
Isn't this bending the rules a little?
I see no issue as long as both sides agree to the terms. We could simply treat it as an exhibition of sorts. Savannah, any objections?
Exhibition. Huh. No. If we're going to battle it out, let's put it
How
all on
long
the
is
line.
this quest?
If I lose, it's
So
up to you
French.
what happens to me.
I don't want anything to happen to you.
But if you lose, you hand over the Codex de Bord to me.
What? The Codex de Bord?
Thank you, Lumine. I was about to ask, what the fuck is that?
Only the legendary handbook written by the original head chef Modeste. It contains all his secret recipes, including Gâteau de Bord. It's the greatest treasure in Fontaine's culinary world. And only the present and former head chefs of the Hôtel de Bord have the right to read it.
Present and former. Wait, but that already includes Savannah, though.
Yeah, that
What do you want
does.
that old thing for? You have your own copy, don't you?
Don't take me for a fool. You know perfectly well what I mean. I want your copy, the original version, the one you took with you when you left us.
I'm sorry, I must be missing something. You know, there's no difference between the original and the copy, right? They contain the exact same recipes.
Stop trying to change the topic. What's wrong, Escoffier? Scared you're gonna lose to me?
What is on the
Or
original
you scared
copy
of me getting my
that
hands on the
Savannah
original
wants?
Codex?
Savannah, you may remember that we gave her the original as a parting gift. to thank Escoffier for her years of service. Asking for it back feels a little,
Oh, I'm sure it won't be an issue, as long as both sides agree to the terms. Those were your words, weren't they? And as for the contest itself, let's make it a bake-off. Gâteau de Bourg, per the recipe in the codex. Well, Escoffier, you against me. Are you in or out?
You sound surprisingly confident. All right then, let's see how much you've actually grown. I hope you surprise me, Savannah. I'd hate to find out that all you've learned after this long is how to chew people's heads off.
Get her ass.
I'll show you.
I don't like her at all.
Escoffier, are you sure this is a good idea? You accepted her terms a little hastily.
Oh, it'll be fine. Let's head back to the Fleuve Cendres so I can get prepping.
I do apologize. This whole ordeal reflects rather poorly on us.
Well, a little bit, my dude. Wait, aren't you the boss? Can you rein in Savannah a little bit? Yeah.
I'm afraid it's not quite that simple. The Hôtel de Bord runs as more of a partnership, you see. It was founded by two friends, Modeste and Savelli, and it's been that way ever since.
Okay,
while
so
I am
like every
technically
restaurant
Savannah's boss,
ever.
it's not really my place to interfere with the business of the kitchen. To be perfectly honest with you, that's part of the reason why I suggested a cooking contest. If Escoffier wins, it would be the perfect opportunity for her to talk some sense into Savannah. Or, of course, if she wanted to return.
And there it is.
But anyway, I'm getting ahead of myself.
There is
Whatever
the hidden
outcome,
agenda.
This contest will hopefully serve as a turning point for us. Please, pass on my best wishes to Escoffier. I must say, Savannah surprised me with her confidence. Does she really believe she can best Escoffier in the kitchen? I thought she was just blowing off steam when she first raised the idea to me.
I really love how this guy is passing this restaurant off as if like it's like I mean I suppose this restaurant does have like supposedly a long history and whatnot, but I love how he's passing off the whole thing as like, oh, it's all about tradition. It's like a partnership between two friends. So even though I'm her boss, I have no right to interfere in the kitchen. That's just restaurants, bro. That's just how restaurants are in the real world. Like, usually the head chef is employed by upper management of the restaurant, but usually the upper management don't really interfere with kitchen stuff because that's the domain of the chef. That's just, if you want your chef to not quit, you don't interfere. That's just how it works.
I can't believe I got to witness that first.
The history is a little weird. Yeah.
I definitely got my Mora's worth today.
How very Fontanian of him to be like, oh, free drama, let's go. I mean, me too, girl. How long is this quest? Where am I going now? Returning to Fleuve Condor. Yeah. Okay. My AC running? Why is it hot in my room? I'm wondering if I should turn down my AC. Let's see, what's the temperature outside? 73. It's more like 80 degrees in my room though. Mondstadt is more for drama. Dahlia is right there. That's true. Is Dahlia out yet? I can't remember. Or is that next patch? Wait, no, I don't even know if it's at next patch, right? Because Drip Marketing just dropped. Releases with Kirk. Okay. Drip Marketing just dropped, so it's within the next two patches. That's about as far as we know, right? He's in the parallelism story. Okay. Couch, of course you want Dahlia. Of course. Like, I'm not surprised.
So, out of nowhere? Was it really
Skip.
Well, I got a sense that she's holding something back. But we chefs always
Okay, I'm gonna
express
turn on my
ourselves
AC.
in our
Or turn down
so
my
if
AC.
she won't talk, this might be the best way to find out what's really going on with her.
Huh? Holding back? Sure didn't sound that way to Paimon.
Escoffier only picked up on it because she's the same way. Always closed off, never letting you know what she really thinks.
That's
Wait, how old is
definitely false.
Dahlia? Okay,
At
I
least
want
where your
Dahlia.
bronze are concerned. I've been nothing but truthful with
Well,
you about
how
the
old is
disgraceful
Dahlia?
amount of sugar you use.
Okay, that's one
You
case
got
where you can
exposed,
keep your
Rowan.
thoughts to yourself.
Public shaming. Deserved. Deserved.
Oh, that? Well, it's not so much a recipe book as a diary of Modest's adventures. Back in the day, he and his good friend Zavelli explored far and wide, partly adventuring, partly looking for new ingredients and developing new recipes.
Get out it.
Their
Yep, get
creations
out
had
it.
an enormous influence on the course of Fontaine cuisine, turning it into a much more vibrant and diverse scene.
Enjoy your free
For
exit
instance,
from the closet.
Legend has it that the original Gâteau de Bourg was made using a special secret ingredient that
The
Modeste
closet made of
discovered on one of his
glass.
adventures. So rare was the ingredient that they could never make more than 16 slices of the cake per day. But everyone who tried it claimed that it was one of the most blissful and invigorating things they had ever tasted. Modeste and Savelli went on to found the original Hotel de Bourg, which catapulted them to stardom in Fontaine's culinary world. Especially Modeste. He was hailed as a once-in-a-generation genius. And
Okay,
over
I'm gonna
time,
take a break
the
in
recipes
5
from his
minutes
adventure log became known as the Codex de Bourg.
to disable pre-rolls and stuff.
Paimon heard
Also,
this story before.
gotta use the bathroom.
Armed with the Codex, the Hotel de Bourg took its rightful place as the finest restaurant in the land, serving those recipes for centuries to come. Something like that?
What? No, of course not. Cooking is a constantly evolving art form. How could any restaurant survive if they only served food that was popular last century? Anyway, never mind century.
I mean,
Savelli and
some
Modeste parted
some
ways not
restaurants
even 10
can
years
survive with
after
that
their rise
business
to fame.
model if you
Then,
only cater to rich
Modeste
people
passed away
anyway.
while he was still in his prime. And that was it. The end of the Hotel de Bourg's heyday. It fell into decline, and for most of its history, it was just a nondescript place with a couple of cheap tables. It's only in recent decades that it started recovering. Even then, it still took numerous relocations and changes of management.
There's so
before
many
we finally
dialogues.
ended up with Vanigem and the restaurant we have today.
Oh! So the Codex really isn't all that.
Yes, well, that's fiction, and this is reality. You can't meet the tastes of modern diners by following some ancient recipes from a dusty old book.
Case in point. Even the Gâteau de Bourg they sell now is actually Escoffier's reimagination.
Okay, so that one makes sense.
Really? Why though? Didn't there...
It did, but like I said, it's the dusty old book now, and the records aren't as legible as they once were. Not to mention that there's no way of finding the secret ingredient Modeste wrote about. So, reimagination is right. I consulted some historical records and took what I could from the Codex. But ultimately, the Gâteau de Bourg today is my own recipe. As for why we gave it the same name and kept the tradition of only
Well,
selling 16
French Gordon
slices a
Ramsay.
day, well, you've got Vanigem's business sense to thank for that.
Oh! Huh.
Hey now, it might not be the original Gâteau de Bourg.
That makes
but
sense
it's
though,
still
limiting
the most
demand
delicious
to,
cake in Fontaine today.
or limiting supply to
Who
increase the
knows?
demand like that.
Maybe
That's smart.
Escoffier's version is more suited to your palate. Just think, if the original truly was the perfect cake you're imagining it to be, there's no way the recipe would have been lost to history, right? Not to mention that the Hotel de Bourg never would have fallen into a slump.
I mean, that's
Anyway,
true and
before I left
yes
my role
and
as head
no.
chef, I made a copy of
A
all
lot
the
of
recipes from the
restaurants
Codex,
go down
including my own
despite the
improved
quality of
version,
their food
and
just
turned them
because
over
of
to
bad
Savannah.
management.
So why is she so interested in the original copy? Could it be a symbolic
Oh my god,
thing?
Paimon, stop
Well,
talking.
it was clearly precious enough to give to Escoffier as a parting gift. Meanwhile, Savannah only got a copy. Maybe from her point of view, it's like management doesn't truly see her as being
I
worthy
mean,
of the role.
I don't think management sees her as being truly worthy of the role to begin with.
Her suggestion to give me the original in the first place. Well, a joint decision by her and Venegem. But still.
What? Huh.
Who knows? We could speculate forever. Better to just let our Gato do the talking.
What does that mean exactly?
It means besting her in this bake-off, and then getting her to explain herself, even if I have to beat it out of her with a spatula.
So, like, are we talking beat her, or are we talking, like, winning beat her? Cause I don't mind a shakedown. I don't mind beating people up in Genshin.
However much she's changed since we worked together, I believe that she still has her chef's pride. And if she respects the art, she'll respect the outcome of our contest.
Well,
something tells me she's not going to respect the outcome of the contest.
All you need to do now is win the contest. But that should be a breeze for you.
Let's not get too ahead of ourselves. Gâteau de Bourg is very complicated to make. Usually, it takes 3 chefs working in tandem to cover everything. Now, if I had to push it, I could probably do the work of 3 chefs myself. But I'd prefer to play it safe if I can find a couple of assistants in time.
Well, that's easy. The 3 of us are veterans in the kitchen. You just need to pick 2 of us.
Well, I have heard the Traveler is an accomplished cook, as well as a warrior. But be warned, I will hold you to exceptionally
Is she
high
gonna call us an
standards.
idiot sandwich?
Think you're up to the task?
Like she did in the teaser.
Oh, count me in too. I've spent weeks perfecting my macarons after your scathing review. Even if it means competing against the Traveler, so be it. I'll show you what I'm made of.
Confident. I like it. Alright, let's start with some elementary mise en place. Show me your knife skills.
Says give you your knife skill using use normal attacks to cut the fruit. It seems she will collect the slices and process them into some sublime substance. Are we playing Fruit Ninja?
Stuff up, not mise en place. But it's basically the same thing,
Oh,
right?
it's this.
Oh, Navia. The difference in your case is that mise en place is chopping stuff up without... Looks like you found that easier than I expected.
Yeah.
What?
Thankfully,
Why is
it's
she so
pretty straightforward in the
surprised?
end. You made it sound like we'd be carving statues out of fruit.
Well, brace yourself, because the next step is anything but straightforward. I'll be using this cold press to extract flavor compounds from the ingredients.
What's a cold
A kind of special
press?
food processor I got the Fontaine Research Institute to make for me. It uses cold temperature extraction to isolate the essence of cooking ingredients, which can then be used to flavor dishes more precisely. But this isn't exactly standard kitchen equipment, so that probably didn't make a whole lot of sense. Let me give you a demonstration instead.
Okay. I'm going to be right back, I think. I will... Wait, 1 second. Let me check something real quick. No, okay. Alright, so I will be right back. I'm going to take a like 5-minute break. I will be running an ad for 3 minutes, so just keep that in mind. Yeah, I'll be back. Okay, I think ads are over. I'm pretty sure ads are over. I shall stop the music. My Stream Deck buttons for Spotify are not working. Why are you not working? Okay, there we go. Now it's working. And then I turn off music. I leave Genshin on. Okay, where were we? Player mastery with the cold press, tap elemental skill, and then use normal attack. Okay.
Custom-made equipment from the
Oh, we're playing Escoffier. Okay, got it.
Pretty high-tech food prep. Paimon's never used anything this weird before. Cool. Not weird.
That it?
And done. These are the flavor compounds extracted from our ingredients. I've processed all the fruit.
Welcome to we put a mini game in a story quest because we needed to find ways to make it even longer. Yeah.
Even the smell
That mini game was like I get wanting to pad for time like that, but like then give us an actual fun mini game.
And carefully to calibrate the exact flavor we want. I'll demonstrate again. Now, watch closely.
Because that was kind of like, eh. Is it picking up my water bottle? Oh yeah, it is. Oh, weird. What a picky mic. It doesn't pick up some of the noises I make, but it will pick up a water bottle from far away. I might have to adjust the settings again. Learn how to Scovia's feed and master her precision cooking. The flavorings you get from her can adjust flavor profile. Okay, so many words. I don't care.
And carefully. Not a drop too much and not a drop too little.
I like to swap out the background music in the kitchen once in a while.
My mom pick up fans, but not when I make silly noises. Literally. Me too. This? Ooh. Too much. This? There we go. I could have done that in less. I could have done better. Listen. Listen, I did a lot of the DB homework earlier. Listen, I did a lot of the DB homework earlier. My brain is fried. Okay.
Not terrible. Considering this was everyone's first time blending flavor extracts, it could have been worse. But the traveler's work was surprisingly
Hovers over the one apple when you need one. Okay, I wasn't. I didn't look at the number. I didn't realize there was number until the end. I somehow missed the big number over here until the end. Not gonna lie.
Oh, well, they do say adventurers are multi-talented folks. Now I've seen it firsthand. Now for the part I'm looking forward to. I want each of you to cook something from the Hotel du Bois' current menu. I'll judge your submissions and give you a final score.
So, isn't she supposed to be preparing, but she's running her own cooking competition to choose between us and Navia as an assistant? What? Yeah, that sounds like an amazing use of time, Escoffier.
That's right. The true test of your cooking skills is the finished product. It'll be good practice for the contest itself. Now get to it. Chop chop!
Dishes from Hotel de Bois. What shall I make? How do I know if it's from... Does it only let you... Does it only, like, give you the option from Hotel de Boer when you submit it? Oh, Fontaine foie gras is surely only Hotel de Boer. Did I do that early? No, I didn't. EU ping.
How's it going? Have you picked a dish yet?
Okay.
Choose wisely.
You can only lock in when it lets you. Oh, I didn't need to cook. I had this already. Nice. Craft 2 off. I'll use this one.
Look at that! With the grace of a snow-winged goose,
What
as I
did
like to
Rowan
say.
just said?
Now, let the grating commence.
Pretty good, right? Not to brag or anything, but Paimon's a bit of a connoisseur.
I just looked up in my dashboard. It's pretty neat. Pre-rolls are off for the next 51 minutes.
What?
Running ads for 3 minutes is the move every time I take a break like that.
Cook all that often, so as long as it's a pass.
That's 6 out of 100.
We're gonna have to start doing that with DDV, I think. To disable pre-rolls.
You say you're a connoisseur, but it's quite clear
Rowan
from this
sent
dish
brain
that you
rot.
have far
Okay,
more
sounds about right.
experience consuming food than creating it. By that logic, I suppose you think listening to Lady Farina on repeat every day would make you an opera singer.
Yeah, get her ass.
Oh, me next, me next. I'll have you know that this batch of macarons has 2 whole tablespoons less sugar than my previous ones.
So you went from 12 tablespoons to 10? Well, it's nice to know you
10
actually figured it out.
tablespoons in her
You
macarons?
just threw in whatever was left in the jar.
That's so many. Hold on.
Aw.
Hold on. Hold on. 10 TBSP 2 grams. Sugar. Probably just like granulated sugar. 10 tablespoons. There are 104 grams of sugar in the batch. Yeah, I was gonna say it's in a batch. So yeah, how much is a batch? But I mean, it's macarons, right? So like, hold on. What's a batch of macarons? How many macarons does one batch make? Usually about 15 to 20 macarons. So like, so 15 to 20, 20, 100, so like 5 grams. Wait, 5 grams of sugar? Only? Did I do the math wrong? 104-ish divided by like, let's say 15. Yeah, like 7 grams, 5 to 7 grams. That's actually not bad. What? Wait. Wait, why are you... Wait, that's a good number. Oh. Oh, thank goodness. I have been streaming long enough that I am getting the Twitch drops. Nice. Yeah, literally, it's gonna be hell.
Now to the final dish.
So, what do you think?
This is our last hope.
8 points.
Out of 10?
Darn, that's barely higher than what we
I mean, that's passing.
Not exactly. The color is spot on. Beautiful aroma. Excellent presentation.
All that, but only 8.
I have to give this one 8 points out of 10. Maybe even 9 points.
What? How did you pull that off?
Practice cooking for you.
Don't get
What?
me wrong. There's room for improvement. But still, this is clearly the work of an accomplished chef. I can tell that you've put many hours of work into honing your skills in the kitchen.
This
Really
feels
taste the grace of
like
snow and goose in this dish.
such
Traveler's
filler
journey,
scenes.
with all its trials, tribulations, and setbacks. Not to mention the frustrations of having a picky eater for a partner.
Hey, you made that last part up! No way did you taste that!
Well, it looks like I lost fair and square. I guess you'll be taking the Traveler as one of your assistants
Okay.
then?
If this is how long the story quest is, I am not going to do the event tonight. I don't think.
Paimon and Navia should keep practicing and see how it goes?
Chef Escoffier.
I think the Traveler being ridiculously good at cooking is very appropriate. I agree.
What brings you here?
I heard the news about the cooking contest. You're doing
This
Gato
quest
de
takes
Bois,
forever.
right?
Okay, yeah. I
was
will
just
do
wondering
the
if you needed any
quest
help?
probably tomorrow off stream or maybe
You're up
next
to the
stream
task,
before.
do you?
Oh,
No,
no,
if I'm doing the
not
Archon
up there
quest,
yet. It's
when am I
actually
gonna do the
my
event?
dad
I
who
don't know.
wanted to help.
Maybe Sunday if I'm not going out. I don't know what my plans
Here,
are
Ma.
for this weekend.
Last I heard, you could barely get out of bed.
Chef Escoffier, Navia, Traveler, thank you all so much for everything you're doing for me and my family. I've had enough of sitting around at home.
He sounds
while
like
you
a sickly
run
old
yourselves
man.
ragged.
I
If you
think this
let
is
me,
good casting.
I'd like to help you win this cooking contest.
Yeah, I was gonna say the same thing.
Don't you worry. I'll be fine. I'm feeling much better now. I'm sorry. I know I've been rather useless these past few days, but not anymore. The fact is, I'm a fine chef, despite recent events. I've proven myself in the Hotel de Bois kitchen, so if anyone's
have
qualified to
transcoding?
work under Chef Escoffier, it's me. I think.
Whoa,
I mean,
I have access to transcoding
so.
now?
Firma, have you even set
No,
foot in a
only for
kitchen
this stream,
since
I think.
leaving Hotel de Bois?
Is no one streaming Genshin or something?
I have not, but I'm fully rested now. I know I can handle it. I'll prove it. Let me whip something up for you right now.
Okay, he's gonna whip something up. He's cooking. Ooh, that's a cool. I want that knife.
Huh? That's strange. Why are my hands shaking?
Is it because you're nervous, bro?
What do you call this, Firma?
Oh, PTSD.
I can't seem to grip my knife.
Do it again! 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 Hopeless. Get out of my kitchen yesterday.
Oh, I hope we get her ass. I hate her.
Dad, what's wrong?
I don't understand. I was feeling so much better, and then will I never be able to work in a kitchen again?
Dad, talk to me. What happened?
I think the real issue here is not physical exhaustion, but psychological trauma.
Monica, when did you get here?
Why was she unnamed? In the caption, we know who she is.
Probably because you were all concentrating so hard on your cooking. I didn't want to interrupt your flow. But anyway, Firma, I'm so sorry. If only I'd known how serious your situation was, I would have stood up for you sooner.
You have nothing to apologize for, Monica. During those long nights of redoing every order, you were the only person who looked out for me.
Oh, come on. All I did was make you some tea. I doubt it was much help. Savannah was so ruthless toward you. I probably should have brought you something stronger.
She sounds like the worst. All right, another Savannah horror story. Let's hear it.
She's been getting harsher and harsher on us ever since she heard about Escoffier's new role in the Fleuve Cendre. Seems like no matter what we make, she'll find something wrong with it.
What is
So she's jealous. She's just jealous. Or she's hiding something.
Then she orders us to redo the dish again and again, but we never know what's going to make her happy.
Maybe she's the reason that Escoffier was blamed for the mishap.
Another earful from her.
Either straighten yourself out or get out of my kitchen!
So now, it seems like just picking up a kitchen utensil gives me flashbacks of her yelling at me.
Oh man, that must be awful.
The more I want to get it perfect, the more my hands shake, and the more scared I am of making another mistake.
How can you give up so easily, Fiamma? You weren't a quitter when you were working for me.
Girl,
Even under Savannah, you
I don't
talk
think
about
he's
working
giving
day and
up.
night trying to perfect your dishes. That says to me that
I
you
think
still
he's
haven't lost the
traumatized.
determination to prove yourself. What changed?
I don't know what's come over me. When I think back, I just remember feeling like my heart and my hands were growing heavier and heavier as the shift went on. Each time I had to redo a dish, my heart sank a little
Ooh,
further.
capitalism got him.
Maybe Savannah was right. Maybe I am just hopeless at this.
Dad.
Okay.
I see. Well, it
Damn.
sounds like there are some deep issues at work here. Ones that won't be resolved by merely seeking compensation. I will win this contest, and after that, I encourage you to approach Savannah and talk this out.
But what if
Oh,
you can't
she has
find
hearts
another
in her
system
eyes.
Time? Clearly, I'm in no state to help out.
I never noticed.
You think being one person short will ruin my chances? Let's not forget, I taught you and her everything you know. Even if I had to go it alone, I would present the perfect gâteau.
Oh, well, Paimon and Nadia will still keep practicing, just in case.
And so will I.
Yeah! And if worse comes to worse, we can always get the Spina di Rosula to put out an emergency call for chefs. There's gotta be someone out there, right?
Actually, I thought maybe I could help. That's sort of why I'm here.
Ah, Monica from Friends wants to help. From hit show Friends.
I was going to, but then, well, this is the first chance I got.
You do this for us? Thank you so much, Monica.
Alright, fine by me. But aren't you still working for Savannah? Joining the other side seems like a guaranteed way to put your future employment in jeopardy.
I know, but it's all right. I've made up my mind. With the way things are, I can't keep working for Savannah much longer anyway.
One
Unless I want
moment.
to become the next Fermat. I'm done with sucking it up. It's time to try and turn things around. If this cooking contest can get Savannah to
Oh,
see the
different
error
mixing
of her
again.
ways, then I'm sure she'll forgive me for this.
Different mixing all around. Okay.
Well, Paimon didn't think we'd be poaching from Savannah's staff to get our third person, but there you go. Anyway,
Great.
Skip.
Then it's settled. And to congratulate you all on making the team, I propose a Spina-sponsored meal to celebrate.
Spina sponsored? Wait, you mean I'm cooking?
Well, I promised the traveler a feast in the Fleuve Cendre. And I know how much you've been looking forward to it.
yeah! Feast, feast, feast!
Has the Spina's budget and funding sources been restored since the events of the Archon quest? Because if not, is Navia still just spending money on us for no reason? Like that? Because that doesn't seem healthy. I can help cook, yep.
Alright, if you insist, then prepare for some of the finest food of your lives.
Why her tell like that? Ooh, I should take a screenshot of this. Or, alright. Cool, stream can take a screenshot later. Or I can take a screenshot from stream.
That's not a bad idea, actually. Wait, hold on. You
Did
need to finesse
she
that
just
further.
go Australian? That's not a bad idea, actually. What? Girl, what are the accents? Oh, wait, no, hold on. Let me do this. Now I can really take a screenshot from stream.
That was a dream come true.
Okay, I can turn my model back on. 5 on what? Don't care. Where is Escoffier? Ah, right there. There you are.
Why, Savannah? Why?
What are you up to?
Oh, nothing. I was just flicking through the original Codex de Boer.
Oh, let me turn on auto back on.
I wanted to see if there was anything I'm missing. Something I hadn't noticed before. That might explain why Savannah's so desperate to get her hands on it. But I can't find anything. It's just some hastily scribbled recipes in between diary entries from Modest's adventuring phase. And most of it's not even legible anymore. The copy I gave her not only has all the recipes in full, but even includes my own private tips and notes from years of experience. Surely that's infinitely more useful than this old thing.
For her, it's probably not about how useful it is and more an issue of head chef's pride. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
probably what it
maybe.
is.
Still, it's just hard for me to imagine that the Savannah I knew would go to all this effort just to make a point.
Were you two friends?
We were. At least I always thought we were. She was a little shy, but meticulous with everything and everyone she dealt with. She made a few mistakes here and there, but she was quick to correct them whenever they were pointed out. And she was always striving to improve as a chef. Those qualities are why I recommended her to replace me as head chef. I never imagined for 1 second that she'd cause Fiamma and the other staff so much grief.
One moment. Okay. Sounds like you feel partly responsible. Why is her tail so freaky?
Of course. I pushed hard for her to get the role.
And why is it so...
And the idea that she turned out like this because of me is
Why does it emote?
difficult to come to terms with.
Is it a real tail? Because it looks so
Wonder if this is how
mechanical.
Modeste felt back when he was writing the Codex.
Speaking of Modeste, didn't he have a falling out with someone as well?
Yes, with his good
Her
friend and
everything is
co-founder of the
freaky.
Hotel de Boer,
Yeah.
Savelli. The story goes that after Modeste unveiled his Gâteau de Boer and was hailed as a
I'm
culinary
sure some
genius,
people love it.
he was admired and adored by all. But his newfound fame slowly drove him and Savelli apart. Unlike Modeste, whose every new creation was an instant hit, Savelli seemed to face setbacks every turn. Doors that would swing wide open for Modeste would shut in Savelli's face. And with Modeste being whisked off to all manner of functions by his celebrity friends, he had less and less time to discuss the culinary arts with Savelli. People started gossiping about Savelli, and their relationship between the two gradually soured.
So what happened to them ultimately?
Everything came to an abrupt end when Modeste, still in the prime of his life and still hailed as a genius, suddenly died from an acute illness. And that was it. They neither had a decisive split, nor got the chance to properly reconcile. Their story just came to an end. One rumor had it that Savelli
How
actually
very
killed Modeste out of
anticlimactic.
jealousy,
What?
even as the latter was hoping to make amends.
Huh. Is it true?
Unlikely. It's a popular theory, but there's no real basis for it. At least there are no records of Savelli ever being
Yeah, she
convicted
just
of a crime.
sounds
Still,
British or
beyond the
Australian
point,
here.
there's no way of knowing what truly happened in the past. All we can do is trying to make sure the present doesn't quite go as badly. And that's why I have to win this contest tomorrow. Then get the truth about everything that's been going on, even if it means cracking her open like a nut.
Put me on the team, there's no way we can lose. With you on the team, there's no way we can lose. I think my Lumine is usually humble.
You're right about that.
I normally choose the humble
Just
option.
follow my lead and victory will be ours.
Except the Paimon. I always choose the worst options for Paimon. Alright, what else are you gonna say?
Let's hope that Savannah isn't all sizzle and no steak. After all the work we put in, it would kind of be a shame if tomorrow was a complete cakewalk.
You know, that's fair. That's fair. It would be no fun if it's easy. Did someone friend requested me? Who are you? I don't know you. Whoops, wrong one. Wait, what? 12 to 6. Okay, so 12 to 4. Until the next day? Alright. Let's just do 24 hours.
It's cooking contest day! To the hotel
Time to go to the hotel. Okay, Paimon, please stop talking. Thank you. Alrighty.
Did you hear the news? Escoffier's coming back for a cooking contest.
I was gonna ask if these people are normally here, but it makes sense because they're speaking.
I don't get it. Why would anyone in their right mind challenge her to a cooking contest?
Mesdames et messieurs, welcome one and all to the Hôtel de Bord and to this most exciting of cooking contests.
Savannah, I've brought the original copy of the codex you asked for.
Monica? Huh.
Oh, she's scared.
In the interests of fairness, this contest will be conducted in a double-blind format. Once the dishes are complete, they will be sent
Oh
to the
shoot, what
back
time
of
is
the
it?
kitchen
Okay.
where they'll each receive a
I
label.
have to claim my dailies because I haven't done it.
Will be placed
So
out of sight underneath
I hope I have
plates.
enough story
Only to be
points from
revealed
this, encounter
after
points from
the
this.
Judges have sampled them and reached a final verdict. This is to ensure that no one will know which dish is made by which contestant.
As one of the judges, I promise to be fair and impartial.
When my meal
Ooh,
got interrupted
classy
yesterday, I
sounding.
never thought this is how they'd make it up to me. Getting a seat on the judging panel is a pretty sweet deal.
Both contestants have taken their positions. Then, without further ado, let the Hôtel de Bord cooking contest commence!
I hope this cutscene does not take 17 minutes, which is how long I have to... Oh no, it's a mini game. Am I cooked for my daily here? Both flavoring types of... Okay.
Monica, Traveler, it's go time. Let's do this. Even the best chef in the world
Collect
can't
them
play with their food without
first.
prepping the flavoring,
Right.
Alphonse, Gaspard, get to work! Do not disappoint me.
Looks like our two head chefs are raring
Wait,
to go.
this is so... Wait, we're not Lumine. Wait, this is so weird. Oh shoot, I need the other one. Come on. Where's the cold press?
That should be enough flavoring. Now hurry up and balance the flavors.
Okay. Let's go. I need 4. Shoot. Let's do 5 and something. 1. Ah, crap. I don't have to. RNG, please. Give me 2. Are you serious? Okay, closest is 3. I need 1. Let's see if we can go 1. There we go. The freaking RNG, man. Did I make a mistake? I probably made a mistake. I wasn't paying that much attention.
Come on, Escoffier! Come on, traveler!
Listen. I'm worrying about the time because I need to claim my dailies. Layer 2. Oh no, there's more of these. I'm so screwed. Oh. Wait. I can just do this.
The balance of flavors is about right. But the quantity is too low.
Alphonse! What are you playing?
I have to add at least... Okay, so I have to add at least 2 of these.
And do it again!
Yes, chef!
Oh, tension in the ranks on Team Savannah. Will.
Okay, I can balance it by doing this and then this. There we go. I like that animation. That's cute.
So, what do you think?
Are they being judged by layer instead of the whole thing at the end? Or are they just commentating right now? Because if they're being judged by layer, that's kind of interesting. Oh. Gotta ban someone real quick. Don't piss me off. Okay.
Escoffier is already on the final step of the recipe. Let's check on Savannah's progress.
First things first, we want to do this. And we want 2 servings of the floral. So we need more fruity to balance it.
I think this flavor profile is still a little bit off.
Enough!
Well...
Useless.
Oh, we can do this. And then balance it back with 5. Boom.
Stay calm, Escoffier. There has to be a way to balance the flavors. Just think.
Flavor balancing complete. Woo!
You can't
I love how they
Escoffier's
just
talent.
replay the animation every single time. The exact same one. So Monica, or not Monica. Wait, was that Monica? Yeah, Monica is always looking like that. Or maybe that was her. Either way, that girl was just always turning right.
Present to you, Gateau de Bourg.
Elemental burst. Okay. Nice. Such presentation.
That went just as I expected.
Ooh. Someone take a screenshot of this. And by someone I mean future me. Alright. Boom. If this launches into a cutscene and it lasts more than 10 minutes, I am so screwed.
Time's up.
Oh, it launches into a cutscene.
Please take your dishes to the back.
Dude, please let me claim my daily. No! Yes, no.
You really can't tell whose is
No, let me claim my daily.
We both made the same dish after all. For all her flaws, Savannah's a
I am
talented
so
chef who
cooked.
earned my recommendation for good reason. She wouldn't screw up something as elementary as the cake's appearance.
Whoa! This is really rather good.
Wonderfully
Rainbows.
soft and fluffy. Beautifully sweet.
I
This
forgore.
is a masterclass in how to make gâteau
I
de bois.
forgore. Okay, stretch break while the cutscene is playing.
Louis here says it's time to
9.9
stretch.
out of 10. Only because there's something about the flavor of the base. It's just a little different from the recipe I'm used to.
Huh? Really? I couldn't tell.
All right, on to gâteau number 2. I haven't had a single bite and already this aroma is a delight to the senses.
I have a feeling that this gâteau will be a gâteau for the ages.
You know what? Missing one daily is not going to hurt me that much. In before the chronicled banner, Kokomi pushes me to 81 again.
I think maybe someone got a little carried away when they were adding the sugar.
Not just the sugar, it's the flavors too. This is all over the place. Who made this?
It appears the decision is unanimous. This gâteau is far below the standard we would expect.
And Paimon thought this might actually be close. Turns out she can't bake to save her life.
Damn. All bark, no bite, huh, Vanessa? Or whatever her name is. Savannah, not Vanessa. Why did I think of Vanessa? But Vanessa, I am a material girl. Maybe it's because of poor teamwork. She spent half the time just braiding her stuff. Checks out.
Something's not right here. Savannah may not be perfect, but no way is she this sloppy.
I can now declare that the creator of the first gâteau has won this cooking contest. Now, all that remains is to turn the plate over and reveal
Or sabotage. Yeah, called it.
Savannah?
No, that's impossible.
Called it.
Hey, Savannah, you cheated, didn't you? You cheater! What did you do? Oh, you swapped the plates, didn't you?
Called it.
Someone's a sore loser. These cakes went from the oven to the judge's table without me ever laying a finger on them. And everyone here can attest to that. It was Vanejem's staff who labeled them in the kitchen. If you're looking to accuse someone, why don't you start with them?
Good plan.
Isn't it more likely that Escoffier's lost her edge?
Oh my god.
Maybe her assistants let the team down.
Saying this in front of the traveler is so bold.
We demand a rematch.
Monica.
That's enough.
Monica.
As head
She's
chef,
the
or rather as
mole.
team lead, I take responsibility for the dish I served. Whatever went wrong and however it happened, I should have spotted it. Savannah, I didn't think you'd stoop this low just to beat me in a bake-off. What happened to your chef's pride?
I don't know what you're talking about.
If you want the codex to bore that much, you can have it.
Escoffier, no!
But you must promise me that you'll apologize to Firma and compensate him for everything you put him through.
It's a little late to be negotiating terms. The contest is over and I won.
Monica must have done it.
You owe me the codex.
That's
and
my bet.
I owe you nothing.
Look, Savannah, you may have fooled everyone else, but can you really fool yourself? What I'm offering is to accept defeat without looking to expose what you've done.
Yeah, okay. It is Monica, for sure.
Only on the condition that you promise to stop putting so much pressure on your staff.
Fine. I'll treat this as your final handover of duties from one head chef to the next. So, will that be all, ex-head chef? Or is there any other unfinished business you'd like to leave in my hands?
I didn't mean that to be a scolding from your former boss. Just a word of advice from a fellow chef and a friend. But
Oh, it's getting cold
I don't
now.
know if
I
you're
should
even open
turn
to
up my
input
AC.
from other people anymore.
I know what I'm doing. I don't need your advice.
All right, fine. I'm glad to hear it.
I like. So, that split screen, they've been doing that from Zenless, I think. Because Zenless is all split screen when it's multiple people on screen, or multiple people speaking.
Escoffier? How could you let her get away with this?
Yeah! The Codex is a souvenir of your time here! Doesn't that mean anything to you?
It's all right. It was just a bake-off.
The style's it is a little different, but I've noticed that they bring back
It's not all bad. She
things to Genshin that they've been doing in other games.
Mission accomplished for the Spina. Honestly, if I'd have known that giving her
I think the main thing is like what
I'd have just done that in the first place.
emotions in the Natlan characters. A lot of that started from Zenless. And emotions with this type of 3D models is really hard. So I think when they figured it out for Zenless, they just applied that same modeling techniques to Genshin characters. Because they use MMD models, and MMD models for their faces is like there's not as much rigging for the face. It's just painted on, basically painted on texture. So they must have done it in the engine actually for the emotes. Privately, I'm sure she's devastated, but what's done is done.
No.
They're using it as narrative framing here. Yeah, I mean that makes sense.
Huh? That's it? No secrets, no nothing? I don't believe it. This can't be happening.
What?
Chef Savannah!
Is she dead?
Savannah?
Man.
It's nothing life-threatening. Just a lot of pent-up stress and exhaustion.
Oh my god, 3 minutes. I am so cooked. So cooked.
Pent-up stress?
Listen, I don't like her.
The truth is, however hard she might be on the rest of us, the person she puts the most pressure on is herself.
Yes, there are nights when she makes us redo things over and over into the wee hours.
So she's taking out her stress on her staff. That's not how you handle that.
And only realize how long she's
True,
been at
can
it
she be
when we
dead?
come to
Yeah.
work the following morning.
But why? Why would she do that?
Our best guess is she doesn't want to be seen as less of a chef than Escoffier.
And
Ah, the shadow.
Even so, that's no excuse for taking her anger out on the rest of you.
Yeah, and it's definitely no excuse for cheating.
Yeah, I mean, she could have proven her own word in due time and sort of taking everything out on her staff.
How she did it. We were focused on our own work the whole time, like she asked.
Leone and Algalia were the ones I tasked with labeling the cakes. I've already spoken to them both. They're at a loss to explain it too.
Not to worry. Come on, join me downstairs. I'll interrogate the guilty gâteau myself.
Don't cutscene. Oh! 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 I have 2 minutes. I have 2 minutes. Come on. Come on. Come on. Where is it? It's right here. Ah! Come on. Don't crash. Don't crash. Load faster, please. I have like 30 seconds. Where's Catherine? Catherine.
Add Astro.
Ah. Done. Done. I'll save the other two for after the reset. It's fine. I'll claim my expedition after the reset. Oh. That was the most nerve-wracking thing I've ever done in Genshin. Because it's gonna reset literally soon. I'm just gonna wait here. Last minute bullshit, yeah. I'm just gonna wait here until it resets, because Welkin is going to pop up. There it is. There it is. That was pretty close. Could have been really bad. Alright, now I claim my expedition. Okay, so now for the battle pass, I should have 2 things. Yeah. And then, am I capped? I'm capped! Okay. Where is... Happy reset? Yup, happy reset. Why are you smirking? Why are you smirking? Okay. Claim my daily again. Boom. Stop smirking.
Thank you for
Gross, yeah. Agreed. Boom. Okay. Weekly didn't reset yet, right? No. What day is it? Friday. So it's now Saturday for... It's European Saturday, so it's Genshin Saturday. Which means I gotta do domain 2 more times. And oh, dishes. I haven't cooked dishes yet. Where's the place to cook? I have no idea where places are in Fontaine. Y'all don't like my true self. I don't like any of yourselves. Mean. So true. Oh my god. I keep pressing all the buttons. I'm pressing B and M when I want to press M. I also press V all the time when I want to press M. I swear, the buttons. Is there a place to cook outside here? Or inside, maybe? You always press C when you want to press X. Yeah. Wait, no. Can I not cook? Okay, I'll cook after.
Well, how is it? Have you figured out what it was?
Oh, this is aggravated assault on my palate. I'd rather eat wet cement than this.
Pisses me off so bad because it's always when my character decided to randomly climb something during combat. Yup, yup. Or when your camera is like,
Oh, relax. This isn't your cake.
get away.
Savannah never switched the plates. The
Yeah,
effective
I'm like stop
flavors
and
are coming
go to
from
drop.
between the icing
Or
and the
dude,
cake
when
base, which
your
means someone
camera
tampered with it while it was being
gets
made.
clipped in a
Or in
cliff or
other
something.
words, we have a traitor
So
in our
annoying.
midst.
And then it opens a fucking character menu. Yeah. Yeah, this quest is so long.
I was forced into it.
Yeah, I called it. It was Monica.
It was Chef Savannah. She said if I didn't cooperate, she would...
Maybe halfway?
Calm down, Monica. I've already accepted defeat. And if I wanted retribution, I would have brought this up when the results
Maybe
were announced.
halfway?
Whatever's going on with you, just spill the beans. There's no need to hide it.
Maybe halfway?
I was the one who caused the food safety incident that one time.
Food safety. Wait.
Maybe
The
halfway?
Lurleen incident? So you procured the contaminated ingredients?
I think so. Savannah and I were on procurement that day. I didn't check everything as well as I should have, and so I let contaminated ingredients make it into the kitchen. But I swear I didn't do it on purpose. I had no idea there was an issue with it.
Yeah, a little bit too hard.
Didn't
Control
know
T,
it would
yeah.
end up with Escoffier going to jail. But the last thing I expected was for Savannah to use it as leverage to blackmail me with...
I need to set up a toggle for zoom.
It's crazy.
That has to be done on OBS, I think.
Into
Wait,
I'm so
wait.
sorry. I was so scared.
Can I do
The
this
thought of
actually?
Chef Escoffier finding out that I put her in jail, it made me freeze up with fear. I thought Escoffier would hate my guts if she ever found out, and yet somehow that's ended up in me doing something even worse.
Seriously? All this fuss over a little slip up?
Huh?
Firstly, it's not like I
Oh,
got a life
whoops.
sentence. I did my stint at the fortress and now I'm out. And secondly, I had my own reasons for leaving the Hotel de Boer. This wasn't the only factor.
I think I need streamer bot for that.
You don't need to feel ashamed or frightened or anything like that. Any more than you need to add butter when you're pan-searing foie gras.
You mean you forgive me?
Oh, well, I'm not saying you don't have to take responsibility for your mistakes. You should tell Vanagem to mark down your performance for the past few months. Then do some digging and find out exactly where those contaminated ingredients came from. Sure, you've made mistakes, but now's the time to fix them. Understood?
Understood.
Good. Now, back to Savannah. What about the original codex would compel her to resort to blackmail?
Yeah, I want to know too.
I have my suspicions. Not that I've got any proof to back them up, though. Ugh. What happened to me?
Oh, you're not dead.
I've overheard some customers murmuring about how the Hotel de Boer hasn't been the same since Escoffier left. They think our menu doesn't taste like it used to, especially our signature items.
Where's my... Am I not focused on Genshin? Oh, there it is.
Now that you mention it, I noticed it during the contest too. I couldn't put my finger on it, but the flavor seems subtly different from how it used to be. But the difference was so small, I'm sure no one would notice it besides our most loyal customers and true dessert connoisseurs.
Still, as head chef, it's easy to see why Savannah would get so hung up on it. So many times I've seen her make the cake base over and over again, late into the night, determined to match Escoffier's version. But something's always slightly off every time.
Yeah, I've noticed that too. Never really gave it much thought, though.
Thinking back now,
okay.
It's clear that Savannah's been in a downward spiral ever since Escoffier left.
She wants to prove that she can fill Escoffier's shoes. That's gotta be the reason. But after countless setbacks, she's getting more and more unhinged. And at some point along the way, she switched from doubting herself to doubting Escoffier.
Huh.
Doubting Escoffier? For what?
She thought the codex from Escoffier was a fake.
Yeah, it would explain why she was bent on getting the original at any cost. She must have thought Escoffier purposely omitted key details from her recipes when she copied them out. Also, she could retain her place as the #1 chef in Fontaine, the only one privy to all the secrets of the trade.
Oh, for goodness sake. What a stupid idea.
Of course. Then she finally got the codex only to discover that the secret recipes she's been pining for don't exist at all. Seeing how utterly wrong she was must have been a real shock to the system. It probably brought up everything at once. It overwhelmed her, and she passed out.
There's still one thing that doesn't make sense, though. If Savannah had the real recipe all along, how come it tasted different? She might not be on the same level as Escoffier, but surely after like 50 attempts, she'd get it right one of those times.
My watch is ringing. I have to turn off my alarm.
Geniuses like Escoffier are in a league of their own.
New head
Oh,
chef,
wait.
you say?
Genshin reset,
her
huh?
name?
So it's time for me to take my allergy meds.
I don't think I've heard of her before.
I wonder, can the Hotel de Boer keep its edge without Escoffier at the helm?
This tastes different from last time. Is it undercooked or something?
Allergy meds taken. Time to update my tracker for it.
From now on,
Done.
you will be
Boom.
its keeper.
Don't listen to the doubters. If I say you can do it, then you can do it. Even if you don't believe in yourself, at least believe in me.
And that's why she started doubting Escoffier, because it's about her ability that she was doubting herself, but because Escoffier was like, believe in me. If you don't believe in you, then she was like, well,
All this
yeah,
time,
yeah.
I've been blaming other people, but maybe I'm the problem.
It's you. You're the problem. It's you.
I sincerely apologize for putting everyone out. Savannah's awake now, but I don't think she's ready to speak to anyone yet. Let's give her the day to calm down. I'm sure you'll have the chance to talk everything out tomorrow.
Bro.
In that case,
Okay.
I'll go and update for Ma and his family. I wonder what he'll make of all this.
So, we'll come back tomorrow then.
Sure, let's
That was
go.
a long day. I think I've earned myself a sweet treat when I get back home.
Hoyo, when they made a 3-day quest be actually 3 real life days long.
Or are you gonna switch it up
Dear
this
Lord.
time?
What is it, Escoffier?
Traveler, how much do you know about the snow-winged goose?
Not a whole lot.
Every year they migrate long distances in search of a suitable home. There's always one goose at the front whose job is to lead the flock. Fontaine poets often use the image of that goose to explore the ideas about leadership and genius. They usually imagine someone who's a cut above the rest, a model of perfection. But what those poets don't know is that during a migration, the lead goose is always changing. Once the lead goose shows signs of fatigue, it retreats to the back of the flock and allows another goose to take its place. So the truth is that leadership, with all the responsibilities and pressures that come with it, it's something that everyone takes turns at. But we humans completely miss that fact when we project our own ideas about social hierarchies onto them.
Is this about you and Savannah?
I guess what I'm saying is, I don't buy into this notion that there's some sort of gulf between normal and genius. Cooking is a science, not magic. Given the same ingredients, same recipe, and same environment, I see no reason why two different people shouldn't be able to create the exact same dish. Of course, some people have a more sensitive palate than others, and some people are just
This all
born
makes
bolder or more
sense.
conscientious.
But
these
also
are
could
all
be
variables
spoken
that
in
can be
like
accounted
one
for with
sentence instead
time
of
and
3
practice.
paragraphs.
I'd have no reason to expect so much from others if I believed that perfection can only come from the hands of a genius. The only reason I hold people to high standards is because, well, I believe they're capable of greatness.
I don't know if you're right, but I believe that's a great thing to believe in. Damn, Lamine. That's kind of harsh. A little bit. Because imagine you saying like, I believe everyone is capable, and then the person you're talking to goes, I don't know if you're right, but I think that's a great thing to believe in. That's damn. Yeah.
Okay, I've made up my mind. I'm gonna get to the bottom of why Savannah failed. And come tomorrow, I'll give her the scolding of her life, pointing out all the
I
mistakes
don't
she's made along the way.
know that
Then
that's
she'll finally see
going
the error of her
to
ways.
help. I don't know that that's gonna help, Escoffier. Also, it's break time again. So, 3-minute ads. I'll play music in the meantime, and I will be back in a little bit. Alright, I refilled on water. Let us return back to the game. Okay, wait until 5 to 7 in the morning. Let's go. Wait, next day or following day? Okay. When I took my allergy meds, it felt like it was stuck in my throat. But I refilled up or more water, so I drank more water. And it feels better now. Okay. Go back into the Hotel de Boer and look for Escoffier. Let's go. Oh yo, I want this done.
Why are we here so early? Our meeting with, check on her? Why?
There it is. That's why.
Oh no. Escoffier, are you alright?
What?
I'm fine.
What?
Just need to get some more coffee in me.
How many did she bake?
Huh? What happened to my coffee? Did I really drink it all?
Let me get you a fresh one. For now, you should get some rest.
Alright. Thanks. I appreciate it.
Well, there's cooking facilities here. Or we could just grab a cup of coffee from Cafe Lutece, but either way, hurry!
I should have some coffee, I think.
Coffee.
I don't have coffee. Do I have to give her coffee? Oh, I can just submit a dish containing coffee beans. Okay.
I smell coffee.
Not actually coffee. We're giving you a cake
I feel much
with
better
coffee
now.
beans in it.
Thank you so much, Traveler and Paimon.
Glad to hear it, but make sure to catch up and...
I think I figured out where the problem lies. Honestly, it's ridiculous. I don't know whether to laugh or cry.
Why not both?
What investigation? What are you guys talking about?
I'll save it for when everyone else gets here. It's so stupidly small. I can't believe it's caused so much drama.
I mean, it's Fontaine. What do you think? The drama, man. People love it here. And yet, look at this kitchen. Seems like you've had your own share of failed experiments last night.
Yes, except my failures were stepping stones to success.
Damn.
Have you seen Savannah?
Huh? No, not since yesterday. Why? What's wrong?
After seeing her home yesterday, we were all a little concerned about how she was doing. So, I dropped by her place early this morning to check on her. Only to find an empty house with the doors wide open. I left Alphonse and the others
not
to keep watch at her home.
good.
I checked the Hotel de Bord. I'm worried something bad might have happened. If she's not here, then where could she be?
Maybe
Boss,
Monica
Escoffier.
knows.
Bad news.
Oh.
Alphonse? You're supposed to be keeping watch at Savannah's
Yeah.
house.
What
We were,
now?
But then, just after you left, we found this stuff in her house.
Oh, looks like a map with a bunch of random places circled.
What could it mean? What
Wait a
could it
second. This
mean?
feels familiar. I'm sure these places are all connected somehow. Of course, from the Codex. They're all places that Modest explored on his
Oh,
adventures.
is she?
Yeah, but I don't understand. The adventure logs in the Codex are too fragmented to be of any use. How come this map shows all the missing details?
The Codex
Unless,
de Bord? Then this place marked in red out at sea.
unless she
Could that be
had
fabled
the
birthplace of Cafe de
remainder
Bord?
of the puzzle pieces.
So now she set her sights on finding the original recipe and beating Escoffier that way? Geez, Savannah. Anything to overcome a gâteau plateau, huh?
Ugh, idiot! Does she have a death wish? Those ruins are thousands of years old.
Hold on. There's more. Besides the map, we also found these letters.
What? It was you. You let the Lumeline through, didn't you? I know you were responsible for purchasing the problematic ingredient that day. What would your good friend think, I wonder, if she learned that she suffered on account of your negligence? What would the people in the hotel think? So, I imagine you'd like to keep this a secret from Escoffier, wouldn't you, head chef Savannah? Retrieve the real codex by any means necessary. That's where the real treasure can be found, and you gave it away like a fool. Well then, you're going to get it back, whether in a bet or by force, it doesn't matter. Oh, I know, don't you have that cooking showdown of yours? And if you don't think you can win, why, you simply need to have your opponent lose. I imagine that assistant of yours might come in handy in that regard. And then there's not long. Okay, so that one was several months ago. This one is several weeks ago. This one is not. What does not long ago mean, Hoyo? Anyways, what are you dawdling for? She was the one who concealed the secret recipe in the first place. Why else do you think you've never been able to recreate her work? She's afraid that you'll outshine her. What do you imagine everyone says about you, but within and beyond the hotel walls? Ordinary, they call you. Untalented, a hack, a failure who will never surpass Escoffier. And you know whose fault that is? That's right, it's hers. She's no saint, never has been, so why hesitate?
It was you.
Wonder who it is
You
from.
let the Lumaline through, didn't you? It sounds like a threat letter. Does this mean that Savannah was responsible for the safety incident? And not Monica after all?
Retrieve the codex by any
Interesting.
means necessary. So the cooking contest and the cheating.
She's keeping the true recipe to herself.
Ugh, this is all such a mess. Paimon needs a second to process this. First, we thought that Savannah forced Monica to cheat in the cooking contest. But now,
So did Savannah blackmail Monica? Or is it the other way around? Yeah. Well, but if it's...
You're finally here. Of course. I should have put 2 and 2 together as soon as I read your threat letter. The food safety incident. The demand for a cooking contest. The instruction to blackmail Monica. Even the suggestion that Escoffier was keeping secrets from me. It was all part of your grand plan, wasn't it,
What
Monica?
the... Why? Oh, we're in a domain now?
we should be getting close to the spot marked on the map.
No, we're not in a
All the stupid
domain.
things she's done, this really takes the cake.
The moment we find her, I'm gonna curse the living daylights out of her.
Man, I wish there was a way to swim faster in Fontaine. Especially like when you're diving underwater like this. Because the stamina bar is so small. Isn't this the same... Haven't we used the same ruin before for an Archon quest? The Fontaine Archon quest? Are they reusing the domain? Oh, no, don't leave the domain. Cancel, cancel. There we go. Go further in. Oh, it looks so pretty though. Yeah, it looks so pretty. Wait, this is Petrichor looking.
Whoa, this place looks like an underwater restaurant, doesn't it? Suddenly, the idea of an adventure chef finding secret ingredients makes a whole lot more sense.
I think Modest's codex mentioned this place. A public bath from the time of
But,
Remoria.
okay, yeah.
So yeah, definitely the kind of place that would have served food and drinks.
Well, I mean, listen.
How did they get here?
Aren't they the same thing? I know they're not.
Aw, they ran
I know, I know. Oh, did you hear that? Did that pick up? Some guy's like speeding up outside my house. Totally not trying to distract from this topic. Guess they're not used to seeing humans. Let's head further in.
Could be easier said than done. Something's blocking the entrance.
Did they really need to add this bit?
In his adventure logs by any chance? They must have gotten through somehow.
Or honestly, couldn't they just cut to this bit if... No, yeah, they should just cut into this bit of the story quest.
We prepared a banquet for our shy little guests, and as the food flowed away on the current, they broke into a joyous chorus, and the path opened to us.
Okay.
See, this is why you should always bring snacks. You never know when you're gonna need.
There's no time for that. Romaritime flowers and Lumitoile will have to do. They may not look appetizing to us, but who knows? They could be Blubberbee's delicacies.
Wait,
You collect Romaritime flowers and the materials and the whatever the rest of the text said. We have to make a dish now. Okay. No, I don't need that one. What am I doing? Jeez, gee, pay attention. Okay. Well, I need 4 of these colors. If I do... Man. I'm gonna have to do it in a way that's suboptimal. Unless I collect here and see if I could get... No! Devastated. Okay. Try again. Let's try again. Give me one. Give me one. Oh my god. Dude. I need 2. Please. Now you give me 1? Give me 2. Oh, goodness. Okay. Give me 1. That's not 1. That's 3, but I can do... I'm screwing myself over by doing it this way, but okay, there we go. That was painful. That's literally the same animation. Genshin, make different ones. Add variety.
Blubberbees or not.
Trust me, they'll love it.
More pertinently, how do we actually feed it to them?
Oh, good question. If we try...
Yes, we can't afford to wait for them to double back. Oh, what was it that Modeste said again? Something about the food flowing away on the current.
Okay. So we gotta get it to the 2 places. Hold on. Are there 2 or only 1? Because we have to feed 2. So how do we feed? Okay, well. That's 1. We deliver 1 here. And then do we have to make another one or just...
Scare them off too much and they might not come back again.
Okay.
Wow, it's really singing. It must taste better than Paimon thought.
Don't tell me we have to make another one. Ah, capsicum plant. We do have to make another one. Well, let's at least get this rotated first. Okay. We need more of these. So we need 6. Okay, that's 3.
The tracks turned back again.
That's 1.
So annoying.
5. Okay, we can do it this way. Done. Oh, animation. Liver balancing complete. So have to reset it again. Alright. Send it. Oh, because it's clockwork, so it's timed. That makes sense. TBH, me too. This is so long.
Hey, it's open.
I've been streaming for 2.5 hours, and most of it has been the quest. Like, man, this quest is so long. Like, I feel like all the story quests in Genshin are long, but I feel like this is more on the longer side, more than anything. Or maybe it just feels slow because it kind of drags in the beginning. Not sure. Could be a little bit of both, actually. A little bit of column A, a little bit of column B. Ah, they're there.
Hey, give me your water.
Oh, you sound different now, Monica.
I said your water, the one you just drank out of? Sure.
Why does that matter? Do you not want Savannah to have water? Are
Almost
you?
slaving away under Escoffier, and then you.
Oh.
It's finally
Oh.
paying off. Not only have I found the ruin that Savelli kept hidden, but I also get to boss you around like my little lapdog.
She does have
Hey, go scout ahead for me.
negative
If we need to
intentions.
do any more blast tunneling, I want to know where to lay the explosives. Did you not hear me? Get going.
Why don't you do it yourself?
Oh, when did you learn to fight back? You're always so compliant when I give you instructions by letter.
That's because you threatened to expose me for the Lumiline incident. I swear, if I'd known what you were planning, I'd never have.
Ha! Don't be so self-righteous. Admit it, you've always been jealous of Escoffier. That's why you lapped up everything I told you. You were terrified of her.
Yeah, you were
and you resented the
getting
way her
manipulated,
reputation hung
but
over you.
part of getting manipulated
You
is
jumped at the chance
insecurity
to
of some
convince herself
sort.
that she was the villain, that she deliberately hid her secret recipes from you just to hold you back. It was the only excuse you needed to justify getting back at her. First, idolization, then jealousy, suspicion, and self-deception. That's what this comes down to. It was the same story with Savelli and my ancestor. He offered Modeste his friendship, only to murder him out
Her
of vanity.
ancestor?
He promised to explore the world with him, only to later destroy all records of their adventures.
You know,
It's a miracle I even found this place. You have no idea the countless hours I spent piecing it all together.
if I wasn't so tired of this quest,
no
that would have
better
been
than
such a
Savelli.
good
If
twist.
you can't beat him, betray him, right?
I am no Savelli, nor will I ever be.
Oh, put a lid on it. You really
They
think
could
you
have
can
just skipped to
absolve
this
yourself
bit
your
of the
vindictive
quest,
and jealous
honestly.
behavior now, just because you finally realize that Escoffier never kept any secrets from you? You didn't show any remorse when she left, or in the cooking contest. Why start now? You have no right to redemption.
You're right. I don't deserve her forgiveness. But I am done being bullied into submission by you!
Ooh, feisty. But you should watch your tone. Talking to me like that could get you in big trouble.
I somehow doubt that. Since I poisoned both our water bottles.
Damn.
What? Ever since I learned
Okay.
I've been biding my time, waiting for this moment. You've played me like a fiddle for so long, and now this is payback!
But you drank it too.
It's what we both deserve. This is the price we must
Mutually
pay for
assured
Escoffier.
destruction.
You'll die here with me, Monica.
You.
What's so funny?
Oh, you're too much. I thought I'd play along for a bit just to amuse myself. You gave a very rousing performance.
Does she have an antidote or something? Or maybe the poison was fake.
Dumb plan a mile off. There's no poison in these bottles, just clean, fresh water.
Ah.
No.
Revenge is a dish best served cold, you know? Did you really think your half-baked plot would fool me? You're a lousy chef, and you make a lousy villain, too. A complete waste of space. No wonder you never amounted to anything.
Everything I ever did was a failure.
Girl,
and now
get up.
I
Just
failed
punch her.
again for the
You have
last
fists.
time.
2 of them.
Hey, why don't you try your
And you
hand
got
at
legs.
being a comedian in your next life?
Just
You
punch
got
and
a
kick.
Good laugh out of me.
Just punch and kick.
But now the show's over. You should have just done like I asked, Savannah. All I wanted you to do was scout the ruins for me. But you had your chance, and now it's time to say goodbye.
Stop right there!
Yeah.
Let her go, Monica. We
Convenient timing is convenient.
Escoffier?
Ugh, looks like I'll have to keep you around for a little longer.
You can't!
Stay back if you want her alive! Escoffier and the Traveler. I can't take you both on in combat, but if you so much as flinch, I can end Savannah's life in a heartbeat.
Monica, what are you hoping to achieve by this? You're about to commit murder, and for what? A recipe?
A recipe? You chefs are all blinded by your myopic focus on kitchen affairs. Well, some
So
of
what do you
us
actually want?
have bigger fish to fry. Modeste had a secret. The truth behind his so-called genius, the je ne sais quoi factor in his gâteau de bourg, and it's right here in these ruins.
Are you serious? You're here because of a gâteau de bourg obsession? You've gone completely mad!
I couldn't care less about the cake itself. No, the real treasure is the secret ingredient that Modeste sourced from these ruins.
I mean,
He and
that's
Savelli were fools.
fair.
A priceless treasure
Not what
of
she's
Vermilion
doing,
in the
but
palms of their hands.
you
And
know,
they thought, ooh,
searching
this
for
would
it.
go great in our cake mix. We're talking about a powerful stimulant that also sharpens the senses. That's no
Ah,
drug.
I thought
That's
so.
right. I've done my research. It was a drug that Remoria developed for their war machine. I could make a killing by selling it to the treasure hoarders or the Fatui.
Will you listen to yourself? You're completely delusional.
My eyes are wide open. Just wait till I get my hands on this treasure. You'll see what a fool you've been.
Wait, what's that sound?
Just when I thought she couldn't get any crazier. She's lucky the whole place didn't collapse.
Seems like she's giving a commotion.
Uh-oh. Savannah's gone too.
Monica must have taken her. Oh, what a coward. She's only taken her hostage because she knows that she's no match for you.
Well, there's one piece of good news. At least Savannah's safe for now.
That's true. Even if she finds the treasure, she'll need Savannah alive if she wants to get out of here in one piece.
Oh, well, our path's been blocked, so let's look for another route.
goodness. Okay. Where? Maybe underwater then?
The water looks pretty deep here. Maybe
Yeah, I
it
thought
leads
so.
somewhere.
Alright. Let's get that. Did that reach? Yeah, it did. Wait, did I miss anything? Yeah, whatever. If I miss a chest at this point, I'm over it. This quest is so long. Don't want to fight you if I don't have to. Trying to save time here. Do I have to fight you? Is it up? It's up. I'm stuck on a ledge. Oh, can I fight them with this theme? Well, we're about to find out.
You were probably awakened by the explosion just now. Alright, Nice Skills 101.
Whoops,
Time
not
for
what I
some
meant to do.
rough chopping.
Hey. Oh, it moved my Escoffier because I... So stupid. That's so stupid. It moved my Escoffier. No wonder my rotation was wrong. Hoyo, if I have an Escoffier on my team, and it's in slot 3, and you're giving me a trial Escoffier, don't put her in slot 4. Keep her in slot 3. Also, I'm just down a character, because if you have a trial, you have 5. This is so stupid. Gravestone? Oh goodness, that's a lot of text that I don't want to read. Okay, up. Hey, this is restaurant looking.
Another door? Guess we need to prepare another feast for our guests.
No. Are you serious? More of this? Okay. Get me too. Get me too. Bro. Well, if you're gonna do it this way. Alright. You better get me too. That's not two. Get me too. That's not two. That's also not two. Are you serious? Well, but I can make this 5 and balance it with 5. Boom. Done. Like, I don't mind doing the mini games, but there's so many. There's so many of it that it's just like, come on, man. I want that. How many? Only 2. Okay, so I only need to do 2. Let's do this one first. Because this one I think is faster or easier. Because it just goes there, and then the next one has to go here and then here. Okay. And it takes so long for it to travel too. Man.
It seems to really like the texture of Rome maritime flowers.
I like the mechanic of I don't have to do 30 of these.
A little amuse bouche.
4, 3, 5. Oh, done. This quest does not respect your time. Yeah, no, it does not. Not at all. Okay. Alright, let's rotate you. Let's send you. And then I'll rotate the next one. Oh, I have to rotate them from the beginning. That's... Bro. Bro. Okay. Now go. This better stay in position. Okay.
My will embodied. A dash of frost.
Once again, I forgot that they changed the order of my party for no reason.
I never knew you could process Lumitwol like that.
Alright, I've got to jot this down.
Lumitwols and maritime flowers. This could open the door to a whole new world.
Yep, that's literally the plan. Wait, hold on. Which door are you talking about?
Paimon, you're so dense. Which way? This way. Yeah, come on. Hate that they do that, yeah. Yep. Yup.
That's strange. These don't look Romorian to me.
Someone who can
More
literally
like
float.
last century Fontaine.
She's the dentist character. Yep. Yes, Claus, it's still going. This quest is long.
Adventurers from last century Fontaine, huh? Modeste and Savelli, do you think they can't...
Another half hour.
By the looks of it, this was a one-person camp.
Oh, I didn't think
They
I would still be
adventured together,
streaming
but
at this hour.
maybe one of them came back alone at a later date.
Let's rummage around.
Huh, you really think so?
Trust our adventurer's instincts. Okay, well, the traveler has more adventuring experience overall, but Paimon's definitely a pro-rummage. Darn it! Paimon was just about to show off her rummaging.
Huh, no kidding. Are all adventurers so obsessed with journaling? I mean, I guess I take a lot of notes when I'm cooking as well, but I thought that was just me.
Anyway, let's find out who was here.
It's been years since I've last visited these ruins. It's exactly the way I remember it. This place probably hasn't changed in millennia.
Do we need dialogues here?
Up above, on dry land, everything is changed. The treasure of Remoria. That's what we used to call it. Modeste was right about its potential. It turned Gâteau de Bourg into a national sensation. Our limited stock of the substance meant that the gâteau could only be produced on a small scale. But this only drove up the popularity all the more. Modeste was right about that too. He predicted all of it. He was praised as a genius.
They could really save an hour of this quest
Who'd ever disagreed with him
by jumping to the Romeria part
fool.
and not starting with the
Modeste
whole
tried his
cooking
best to
competition.
console me, but I knew better than anyone just how great the gulf was between us. Our conversations grew scarce, and we saw less and less of each other. I didn't fight it. He had new friends and a career of his own. Why invite further disdain by
Or
inserting
like
myself
skip
where I
some
did not
dialogue. Yeah.
belong?
Agreed.
I told myself that maybe one day, when I finally created a masterpiece of my own, I'd be able to
And
face
just
it without
cutting
shame.
us through. Yeah. Yeah.
Or maybe one day, when I've put these feelings of self-loathing behind me, I'd be able to ask him with a smile on my face, how about we go on one more adventure, for old time's sake? Unfortunately, that day will never come.
So it was Savelli. From the sounds of it...
I always thought it was just a legend. But if it's true, then this must be the place where they found
That
the
reminds
secret
me. I need to add a toggle or something.
birthplace of Gâteau de Bourg.
In that case,
Where is it?
Modeste. If it's all true, maybe Savelli really did have something to do with it.
One moment. Trying to add something. Let's see. Does this work? Yeah, there we go. Let's keep reading. I also wish they just had a button to auto skip time when you need to. But until the next day, why can't you not just give me a prompt? Yeah, literally.
Being the perfectionist that he was,
And sometimes they do just jump us forward anyway. Why not just do it with everything? Especially when I have focus mode enabled and I still have to manually push time forward like that. Dude, come on.
But as he baked and taste tested over and over again,
yeah,
he found he only strayed further and further from the original taste. It was only when he was sipping on coffee one day and realized he could not taste the bitterness that the truth finally dawned on him. What had changed was not the gâteau, but his sense of taste. The treasure of Remoria stimulates the senses, taste included, and invigorates the spirit. In the short term, it offers people the ultimate gourmet experience, but in the long term, it dulls their senses entirely. In hindsight, it made perfect sense. After all,
it's drugs.
A culture that sought liberation from the constraints of their body's care for the loss of their senses. But we realized it too late. We were just too late. Over the course of his many culinary experiments, Modeste exhausted the remaining supply of the treasure of Remoria. He consumed it all himself. The finest culinary talent of his generation now faced a future in which he would never be able to taste anything ever again. Finally, in despair, he took his own life.
Damn.
And because we had become estranged, I could not be there to stop him, to offer some words of comfort, or even to say goodbye. Yet despite everything, he sent me his final letter.
The treasure of Remoria? Guess Monica was really onto something. It really was a kind of drug.
So, Modeste chose to end his own life. Then, why all the rumors that Savelli murdered him? Also, neither the Codex nor any other contemporary records make any mention of the treasure of Remoria. It's almost as
drugs,
if
drugs, yup.
erased it from history.
Modeste told me everything in his final letter. His was a tale of how even a genius could fail, and how much more devastating it is when it happens. Did he hope I would gain some personal catharsis from knowing the truth? Or maybe he wished for me to warn the public about the dangers of Gâteau de Bourg, proving that I had been right all along. But if the public ever learned how Modeste's greatest triumph became his undoing, his fall from grace would be swift and merciless. 1 minute a genius, the next a joke. It would surely spell the end for his restaurant too. What would be his legacy then? How would future generations view everything we built together? I fear the scorn I have faced these last years would pale in comparison to the scorn shown to him by the history books. I cannot let that come to pass. I will do what I must to protect his name. With his notes to remove the damning details.
So he spread that rumor himself.
It may lead his family to suspect me of having a hand in his demise. But if that's the price of destroying all evidence of my crimes, then so be it. I would rather the world believe a tale of genius and jealousy than see his reputation in tatters.
Damn.
The final loose end is the evidence here, at the bottom of the sea.
Yeah, we've gotta stop Monica.
Didn't we say Savannah should be safe for now?
So we thought, but if Monica finds out what happened to the treasure, there's no telling what she might do.
Is it fight time? Can we fight? I wanna fight. AKA bitch is crazy. Yup.
The treasure of Remoria. I have found you at last. Savelli, you tried your best to bury the truth, but you underestimated the children
I
of
know.
Modeste. Some fragments of
I
his
need to
diary
do more
escaped your
exploration
clutches, and we have
in the
held
Sea
on
of
to them
Bygone
for
era, speaking of which.
generations. But I have to thank you too, Savannah. Without your help retrieving the codex,
Is
and
she
with that
dead
last
or
piece
is
of
she
the
passed
puzzle,
out?
I may never have found this place. But now, finally, the secret to Remoria's military might is within
I feel
your
like that
grasp.
golem is gonna
The treasure
wake
of
up.
Remoria is mine. Oh, it's empty. It's empty.
Monica? Oh, we were seconds too late.
You want that cup?
Escoffier?
I'm sure it exists somewhere.
Savelli's final act. He wanted to conceal the secret of the treasure forevermore and make sure it would never
Yeah, it
harm
is
anyone
pretty.
again. So he came here after his friend's death and destroyed every last shred that remained.
This can't be happening. All the years I spent piecing together the truth. All my painstaking planning. All that for an empty jar?
Monica, don't do anything stupid. This ruin is more dangerous than you realize.
Oh, shut
Ooh.
your pie hole!
Don't break the jar. Yeah, I knew it. That golem. That golem.
You barbarian shall be slain.
Get her. Get her ass. Yeah. Good night, her head.
She's a nutcase, a liability to herself and everyone else. Well, now it's up to us to clean
Whoops.
up the mess she's made. Take these golems out. My apologies.
Excuse me.
Sakura swirl.
Time for you to head out. All right. You'll probably be done by the time before I get home. Probably. Okay. Hopefully.
Why is this place still shaking?
Oh, drive safe, man. Maybe because of the fighting, or maybe because of the explosive.
It's all her fault. Enough chit chat. Let's get out of here, traveler. Escoffier, come on.
Wait, is Savannah dead?
Okay, I'm coming.
Oh, no, you don't. If I can't get what I want,
Oh, why are you still alive? Ah, you are crazy.
nothing to show for my life's work so far. But if I can take another so-called genius down with me in my final moment, then it was all worth it.
You're a psycho.
Damn right she is. Oh, she is alive. Good. Did you stop her? With the jar?
Savannah? Oh, when did you wake up?
I may be a lousy chef, but it looks like I'm not a complete waste of space.
Okay. Yeah, we need to go, people.
Okay, let's go.
Oh. Conveniently timed pillars falling?
Escoffier! Savannah!
Traveler and Paimon!
Ah, the Frenchman.
Venejem, what are you all doing here?
What did you expect us to do? Stay at the restaurant and sit on our merry derrieres? While the traveler and Escoffier were out here risking their lives?
We had to do something. Even though that something ended up being, well, waiting for you here instead.
Should have just waited in a more comfortable place.
And I certainly don't deserve to be your head chef. It was my fault Escoffier had to leave. Then I couldn't live up to her standards. I acted like a tyrant in the kitchen. And now I almost got myself killed. Come back, Escoffier. Come and be our head chef again. I'll never be able to replace you.
Okay, so everything I said to you the day I left, it just went in one ear and out the other?
Huh? Sorry, I was kinda in my own head at the time. All I could think about was the Lumiline situation. What was it you said again?
Forget it. It doesn't matter. Anyway, I didn't leave this job because of you. And you're not nearly as awful a chef as you think. If you were that bad, why would all your staff show up here for you?
Escoffier's right. Sure, you nitpick our work and get us to do things over a lot. But when it comes down to it, you're the one who's always doing whatever it takes to make sure the customers get served on time, every time.
Things were pretty rough after Escoffier left, and Savannah's the only reason we've been able to make it through.
Our customers know that Escoffier doesn't work for us anymore. But the fact is, they keep coming back. If that's not an endorsement of your work, I don't know what is. At the end of the day, we're all human, and we all make mistakes. All we can do is recognize where we get it wrong and do our best to improve. That's all.
The fact that she's not fired
No,
is honestly insane.
What I did to Fermont and to Escoffier, it's unforgivable.
Well, about that, there's someone else here to see you, Chef.
It's been a while, Chef Savannah.
Fermont? I'm so sorry. I put far too much pressure on you. And the way I stubbornly refused to go and see you after you fell ill. There's no excuse. But I'm too late, aren't I? The damage is done. I heard that you can't even hold a kitchen knife anymore.
Actually, I think I'm going to be just fine.
Huh?
We thought Firmin's problem was purely psychological in nature. But after the threat letter came to light, it got Firmin thinking. And then he remembered that
Monica was poisoning him?
every night.
Damn.
And as it turns out, she was lacing it with Lumaline the whole time.
Damn. Drugs, drugs, drugs.
It can. High doses pose a risk of serious nervous and sensory complications. But if you calculate the dosage carefully, you can control the extent of its effects. A small dose might simply make a person more emotional, whether that mean more fragile or more hot-tempered.
No wonder it seemed like you'd lost your edge.
I asked my friends at the Fontaine Research Institute about it. They said that with the low dose I was taking, the risks are pretty small. They also fixed me up with some meds and said I should recover in no time.
You're already sounding a lot more confident. That's true.
Well, that's what happens
You
when
are,
you give
bro.
someone a little bit of hope to cling on to.
There's more. We believe that
Ah,
Firmin was likely
so
not
then
Monica's only
who else?
You mean she poisoned me
Who
too?
else? Also, oh.
That's why Savannah's been so
Oh.
irritable this whole time.
Let's not be too quick to blame everything on the Lumiline. That stuff can only amplify what's already there. So tasty food will seem like the most delicious thing in the world,
Hold on.
while
What's
food
going on
you
with my
don't
model?
particularly care for will become utterly
Hello?
revolting. So you
Model?
better make sure you reflect on your behavior and apologize to every single person you've wronged.
Model?
I will. I'm sorry. There's still one question that's really bugging me.
Model? Model?
Why is
Okay,
it
there we go.
that no matter what I do,
That's weird.
my gâteau de bourg never tastes the same as yours? Is it just... I mean, is it because...
Model? Is model
you're
speaking
a
now?
genius and
Yeah,
I'm
okay.
not?
It's because the heating element in your oven is broken, you silly goose.
That
What?
that's it.
I felt like something was off during the cooking contest. Once I got around to checking all the equipment, I noticed it right away. There was a half-degree discrepancy between the temperature setting and the actual temperature. All the ovens in the whole kitchen had the same problem, which confused me at the time, but by this point, it's pretty obvious that Monica must have tampered with them.
Damn.
I would have figured it out the day of the bake-off, since the issue affected both our teams. But of course, Monica sabotaged mine, so that could never happen.
Ah.
I spent so long trying to find out where I was going wrong, and then you pinpoint the problem in just one night? It all comes back to one simple, undeniable truth.
Stop comparing yourself, girl.
And I'm just plain old Savannah.
Oh, cut it out! Stop the woe is me act for a second and just think.
I really like the emotions that the characters have now.
To do with it? Do you know how long I spent perfecting my gâteau de bois? 3 years! 3 whole years! I know this dish inside out, back to front and upside down. And you've been head chef now for what, 6 months? If that? A couple hundred failed attempts, and you're gonna throw in the kitchen towel and declare you'll never be successful because you're not a genius. You clearly have no idea how many kitchen failures I've had under my belt, or just how long it took me to finally get my recipe to a level I was satisfied with. Genius or not, everyone makes mistakes. Modeste did, Savelli did, everyone does.
Oh, goodness.
You're only a lousy chef if you don't face up to your mistakes, learn from them, and then keep chipping away until you crack the problem once and for all. Surely you haven't forgotten all that. You were no lousy chef back when I handed you the reins.
I haven't forgotten. And I'll make sure I never do.
That's our head chef.
Haha! Sounds like we won't need another changing of the guard in the Hotel de Bord kitchen anytime soon. Huzzah!
Aw, what a perfect ending to a crazy journey. Look how happy everyone is.
So you got your mojo back now?
Yeah. Thanks to you, Escoffier. In fact, no. Thanks to all of you.
Aw, friends again. So
Oh,
nice
I see treasure.
settle their beef.
I see treasure right there. Maybe not all their beef.
So now that's out of the way. It's time for payback. You cheated in our last bake-off, and I demand a rematch right now.
Oh, this better just be a cutscene.
But that was mostly Monica's fault.
This better not be actually. We better not have to do the mini game.
Does it have to be right now? Savannah's only just got her mojo back, and you barely escaped from a death trap.
Good point.
No excuses. This is a cooking contest between 2 top chefs, and nothing will stand in its way.
Damn, girl.
So grab
You
your
really
spatula
want
and
this
get ready,
rematch, huh?
because This rematch is happening today, right now, this instant.
Hey, so, this whole time you were salty about losing?
Yeah. Checks out.
The second cooking contest commences now!
This time, no more games, and no holding back!
I feel like I don't have the right to be here.
What are you so afraid of? You can't unbake it now. And if you don't serve it, then good or bad, you'll never find out how to improve. If you're too scared to fail, you'll never know what real success tastes like. So?
Embrace your failure. Taste it. Digest it. That's the way to success.
I don't know. Sounds like it's easier said than done.
I'll do it.
Damn. She opened the cover with her tail like that? Or was that her staff? I don't know. They look the same.
The results are in! A landslide victory for Escoffier!
Quite rightly, too. Piece of cake.
Damn. What is with her tail?
Oh yeah, look at that! Savannah looks pretty chipper too, considering she lost.
You did this for Savannah's sake.
Now, where were we? Yes. Do you have any more questions for me after everything that's happened?
Yeah, what are your future plans, Escoffier?
I thought Navia would have filled you in. And actually, I said all this to Savannah before I left. Although, as we saw, I don't think any of it sank in.
No, yeah, none of it did.
I had two reasons for leaving. One was the food safety incident, of course. But the other was that the Hotel de Boer had reached a point where it didn't need me anymore. So I decided to step down and look for new opportunities to improve myself.
That makes sense.
Improve how?
Well, a while back, I got to know a fellow chef from Liyue, and in her, I saw so many new possibilities. She has that same adventurous spirit that Modeste and Sibeli had in their youth. Slime mucus, lizard tails. With her, nothing's off the table. There's a whole world of new flavors out there waiting to be explored, hiding away in ingredients we overlook.
Okay, fair enough.
Case in point, remember those Romaritime flowers down in the ruins? I used them in the cooking contest just now. Did you taste the difference?
What? Paimon didn't notice at all!
Half of the art of cooking is dissecting the recipes of previous chefs and figuring out the exact constellation of elements that gave their work its signature taste. And the other half, it lies in freeing yourself from the confines of the kitchen. You've got to go out and explore the endless possibilities out there.
Uh-oh. Paimon's suddenly not sure she wants to try your cooking anymore.
I'm always down.
Don't worry, it's
To
not
be
going
your
to be a
taste
free-for-all
tester.
like in Modeste's time. Before I put anything into my food, I'll obviously do my research. Make sure it doesn't contain any harmful substances.
Good, good.
In the meantime, take this. It's a recipe for Petit Gâteau de Boer revised version. I tweaked it to suit your needs as busy adventurers. Hope you enjoy, and remember, feedback is always welcome.
All right! So, do you ever see yourself returning to Hotel de Boer?
Oh, of course. I've already promised Vanishem that I'll come back every once in a while to make sure the quality of the food remains at an acceptable level.
Good luck to Savannah, I guess.
Paimon's still a
she'll be
little
fine.
disappointed that we never got to see the treasure of Remoria. Surely Monica wouldn't have gotten drawn in so deeply if it wasn't for all the mystery surrounding the original Gâteau de Boer. She practically dedicated her life to finding the lost.
She sold herself for a dream and had a rude awakening.
Since you mentioned the treasure, between Modeste's writings and what we saw in those ruins, I think I may have figured out the truth. The so-called treasure of Remoria was most likely a substance that the Remorians extracted from Lumitoiles, better known to us as Lumiline.
Ah. Yeah, I thought so. I had a feeling from the beginning.
All the hype back in the early days of Gâteau de Boer.
Don't forget, it was a very different era. We could barely even refine sugar back then.
Yeah, that makes
The
sense.
desserts were very much in their infancy. In a world of bland food, it's no wonder that the first thing to really excite people's taste buds took the world by storm. And as for the Lumiline, it may well have been somewhat valuable in ancient times. But these days, it's just another drug from the Fontaine Research Institute. Even if
Yeah.
Savelli hadn't destroyed it all, I doubt it would be worth that much these days.
Yeah.
So after all that,
That makes
there was
sense.
nothing in those ruins but worthless junk. Feels strange to say it, but Paimon almost feels sorry for Monica.
She got exactly what she deserved.
Hey!
Ah, there's Navia.
Navia? You just got back from that underwater ruin, right? Well, check it out. They ran a special issue. Did you see anything like this down there? Freshly unearthed from the ruins of Rumoria. A magnificent jar thought to be over 1,000 years old. Experts say it has immense artistic and historical value. It could be worth
Well, what a shame that jar was broken.
Wait! Isn't that the jar they used to hold the treasure?
If only it was still in one piece. Some butterfingers must have dropped it or something. Ugh, it's such a shame.
Such a shame indeed. Is that it? The quest is over. Freedom. Freedom. 60 primo gems. Okay, let's learn the recipe. And then... where can I cook? In font. Oh, is it down here, maybe? Yeah, looks like it. Okay. Let us cook here. Yeah, what if we cook this? We can cook with a Escoffier. Okay. Let's cook manually. And what does this do? Increase all party members' attack and crit rate by 8%. Okay. Let's make some more progress. I don't think I can fully get proficiency here, but I think I can get some amount. Yeah, out of ingredients. And then, while I'm here, let's make Palam up. Only one, that's fine. And then, can I make... does Escoffier give us more bonus from Fontaine cuisines, maybe? Well, I'll find out a different day. Right now, I just want to finish my cooking weeklies and call it a night for stream, I think. Been streaming for a while here. Let's make a lot. Because I use a lot of Sweet Madame. The missions. Quick cook 20 dishes. Claim all. And then here. Claim the extra rewards. Boom. Okay. I'm definitely not going to do the event tonight. I don't know when I will have time to do the event. Hopefully soon. Next stream will be either Friday. Sorry, not Friday. Today's Friday. Next stream will be either Tuesday for the Archon quest or Sunday potentially for the event. It depends on whether or not I have plans on Sunday. I do not know yet. But this has been Genshin Impact. You know, this quest was pretty long. And this quest was pretty long, and honestly, they could have shortened it a lot more, but I don't... it's not... I don't know. It is what it is. But yeah, next stream will be Like I said, potentially Sunday, but most likely going to be Tuesdays. Or not Tuesdays, Tuesday. At any rate, this has been a fun stream. Thank you all so much for being here. Thank you all so much for watching. And I will see you next time. Bye-bye. Claim your drops if you have not.